Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to today's show, the finale of the One Shot Wonders. And today, a certain Ahmed could be in some amount of trouble. I mean, he's got plot armor, right? Like, he's made it through some things. Everything's gonna be fine, I'm sure. Everything's gonna be fine. We are gonna be fighting some sort of Sorcerer King, though. I did that. That's a thing that made a lot of sense to Ahmed at the time. Made a lot of sense fighting a Sorcerer King. It did make a lot of sense. It did do that. I sort of question it now. You know? Just a little. Maybe I shouldn't have got into a big fight with a Sorcerer King. Maybe. But I mean, you know, it's too late to apologize, right? Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Guys, first of all, here are my social links for today. If you're not already a part of my Discord, you should be. It's a fantastic community where everyone looks after each other. It's a family feel society where people will teach you D&D if you want to be taught D&D. They will talk to you about D&D if you want to talk about D&D. They'll talk to you about other things if you want to talk about other things. It's, you know, it's a good time. It is a good time in general. Say you're sorry and proceed to stab him in the back. That's pretty much where I'm going with it, I think. You know, that seems like a solid plan. I came out to have a good time run D&D. Tee. Twitter, if you guys want to get in a game, send me a DM on Twitter and we'll get you in a game. Simple as that. Next up, I do also have a YouTube channel up there. I'm catching up on that and I'm working out new ways of getting the videos uploaded. Hopefully ready for next season. We're going to have a bit of a break and hopefully I'll get some more videos uploaded in that time. I also have a Patreon. If you guys would like to consider supporting me for $1 a month, you can do so there. It is one of the best ways I can get regular subscriptions. The only better way of getting donations being direct donations. And I also have some merchandise. And at the moment, we are doing a competition. The competition is giving away 3 sets over the next 3 months of rainbow dice. So the first set are currently on competition now. You can go and do the things to try and get them. Alice's photography does a much more justice than I can. They are beautiful. Go and check out that competition. And lastly, here is today's tweet. Every 10 retweets, we get a wild magic surge, which, you know, that's never a problem. Almost never comes up. Let's put that up there, and then. And I believe it is around that time. Around the time that I should find the Zoom window. I came for the tears and also D&D. Oh, hi, Don! Let's go and get today's players. Oh, hi, you guys. You alive.
Hello.
You're alive.
Hey, hi.
And very soon, OBS will be showing us all your wonderful faces.
You have
Come
faces?
on, OBS.
No one said
There
we
we
had to
go.
bring our faces. Hang on, I'll go get mine.
Well, man, it's the finale of Dark Sun. I just saw the title of the stream. I'm feeling a little attacked right now. But you know what? It's not about me. It's all about these lovely players that we have. So how about we go around and we'll get them to introduce themselves, and you know who they are, who they're playing, and also why their character has a vendetta against the Father of Life. So we're gonna go and zag over. So let's leave Scrat for last. So let's jump over to Stalwart Geek. Hello, Kyle.
Hey, Kiana. Oh boy, this is gonna be a brutal one. Today I'm playing Blones, who is a kobold draconic sorcerer, and his my whole family died. With the clan was brutally murdered while I wasn't there, and then I came home, and they're all dead. So now I'm the leader of the clan. But I've been hiding a secret. I actually have. I've read scales. True, like my kin. But I have gold scales on my back, right? And so I think what happened was Platinum Daddy and Chromatic Mommy. The science is complicated, but they got together, you see, in some kind of moment, and the power just came down, and it made me see, because of my extreme amount of power. I decided to take my clan of me, and leave my home place, and in search of what happened while I was gone, why there was so much murder and stuff, and so I take my power and I go about and I do things. I am, a bringer of justice, destroyer of worlds kind of thing. And I go and I do deeds, and in hopes that I can find out how to avenge my people by taking down a tyrant. And I think that tyrant is the daddy of life. So I hear, and so I've been on a quest. And if you see me out looking for the daddy of life, just know that I will just say, "Hi, Bloons," and I'll be like, "Oh no, it's the Great Bloons," because I want people to know my power level is like way up there. Okay, and I'll say no, and you'll be like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry, the Great Bloons," and I'm like, "Yeah, you got it, man." And then we can talk and stuff, and then I'll go back to killing the bastard that murdered my people. Thank you.
I've got to say, well done, you guys, on the coordination as well. The chat have just pointed it out, like the goatee, the blue shirts. Yeah. You guys.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yes, it's. I thought there was a uniform. You said to get our faces, so I had to go and get some face.
You took Kyle's.
You have his, yeah. And
I'm just a warning of what he shouldn't do. What he might look like later if he. Yeah.
Starting a cult too. Take
the new cult in Athos is, yeah. Speaking of, let's jump over to you, other dog. Hello, Jim.
Oh, hey. Yes, I'm Jim, and known on the Twitters and the Twitches as Other Doc. And I will be playing a Sun Cleric. It's an elemental cleric of the type that the only type of cleric really available on Athos. They they're devotees of the sun, the dark sun, and I am my character is a mule or a mull, depending on which side of the room you're standing. Who's a half dwarf that are normally bred to be gladiators, but my character. Was pulled out of the breeding pits for a different purpose. He, because the Father of Life thought it would be amusing, he thought, yes, let's make this one our court astronomer. So that was what my character was brought up doing. My character's name is Karnoth, and he grew up kind of close to the Father of Life. Thought of him as a real father in many ways. Although he did have, a couple of sort of disassociated family members. It's sort of hard to tell in those circumstances, but he had friends and such, or folks he thought of as friends. But he, so he grew up as the, devoted to this task of becoming the court astronomer. He learned astronomy, and then at some point, just seemingly on a whim, the Father of Life disowned him because he dared to disagree with him about the importance of the moons in the cosmology. As the Father of Life, of course, is also known as Master of the Two Moons, as kind of his gig. So that's just in retribution, he just slaughtered pretty much everyone that Karnoth had made friends with by that point, or in his associated family. Made him fight in the arena, and he eventually escaped, fled into the desert, and found the Sun Clerics and thought, in doing a total 180, let's join up with the sect that's in complete opposition to his moon priests. So that is why he is very much against the reign of this madman and knows that he has to be taken down because he gave him what he thought was the best possible existence and a family and took it all away.
Looks like we got a new friend.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm excited to bring this all together. Next up, we have Haley. Hello, Haley.
Hi, it's me. Hey, Daddy. Because we're all talking about Daddy, and it's just like in my head now. I'm the Great Haley on all social medias. Yes.
Looks like we
it's me.
got a new friend.
I am playing another rogue, but not Kai this time. We're playing somebody different. I'm going to be playing Rosalind, who is a human rogue. See, I'm still playing a rogue. And she's of noble descent. Let me move this over so I can get my notes. So her little vendetta problem that she has with this daddy of life is, as nobles do, sometimes they have their children planned to marry somebody, and so that was the case for her. And it just so happened that who Rosalind was supposed to marry happened to be part of the resistance, or part of a starting up resistance, and he was caught and he was sacrificed, and she is not okay with this. So she has decided to take it upon herself to finish what he started and to end this man's mad reign and to behead him herself. Maybe sacrifice him. She doesn't know yet. We'll figure it out as we get there. Yeah.
Wonderful. And finally, last but not leastly, Scratch.
Oh, hi! As I rapidly adjust my microphone because my cat is running around right next to it and knocking it over, as is the way of cats. Ahmed Jubakin. I raced across the desert for many days. I took the magical stones, the ones that create water and fire. I took them back to my clan, and there were people there who were attacking my people. The elders had all been slain, and except for one. And we encountered some traveling folk after we dealt with these hooligans. And these traveling folk told us that the Sorcerer King had put a bounty on people of my kind, the Assassins. With this in mind, I now race back across the desert towards the Sorcerer King's hold, where I intend to do battle and put an end to his traitorous ways. Honestly, I do not know what all this Fiver of Life business is, but I'm sure we'll learn as I go.
Wonderful. Well, with all that out of the way, let's jump right in, shall we? Welcome, dear adventurers and audience, to the world of Dark Sun. The desert wastelands of Athos are brutal. The gods have long abandoned this world, replaced by the raw power of the elemental planes. Metal is worth a king's ransom, and weapons are instead made with bones, wood, obsidian. Magic, having brought upon the end of the world once, is now feared and rejected. Everyone must fight tooth and nail to survive this unforgiving world. Will our adventurers survive today's finale? Let's find out, shall we? Our camera pans over the city of Draj. Or rather, the outer city of Draj, what is called the Gift. Thank you, Don, for the 2 nat 20s to the Father of Life.
Excuse you, his name is Daddy of Life?
It's a rebranding.
Yeah. We have decided to take this over. He's now Daddy of Life for the rest of this episode. Just.
We find ourselves in the outer city of Gift. One of the larger cities, really, of all of Athos. And we delve in this night within a stronghold of a very small resistance. Rosalind, where are you holding the resistance meeting?
So with her being noble, she knows of places that typically are in the dark or not seen as often. So she would be holding it probably in like kind of like a warehouse kind of building, typically like not looked upon by most people. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to find, you have a kind of a spare house in a sense that placed just in the right district, where it's a little bit outside of the normal range of the Templars' patrol, but not too out of range that'd be sketchy. The rest of you have heard rumors of this resistance in some way or another, of this group that's been slowly trying to undermine this Sorcerer King that calls himself God. And so you are in what is essentially the basement of this house. Gathered around, there are a few other people. It's a very, very small resistance. You haven't really introduced yourself, you just know each other as allies in this shared vendetta. So what do you see of each other? What do you look like, essentially? Let's set that up at least. As you're kind of gathered in the dim candle lighting of this secretive meeting.
I
Well,
guess we'll go first again. Go ahead. You can go ahead, Haley, if you
I
want.
was just gonna say, I can go first then. So she doesn't want everyone to know about her, so she definitely keeps herself hidden. She's constantly like cloaked. The only like telling sign is occasionally you can kind of see her bright red hair stick out a little bit from her underneath her cloak, and she has very dark green eyes, which isn't like super common in the area. And she's on the shorter side of a human. She's I guess average. I don't know how it works in D&D for humans. But she's 5'3". She's but definitely trying to keep her face hidden. But she definitely has a very commanding personality, which she learned from her father. Me.
Yeah, I'm a 3.5 foot tall red kobold. Very baggy clothes covering every, very baggy thin clothes, desert garb covering everything but hands, feet, and baggy and bulked up around the neck. He's still self-conscious when his dad growing up always made him cover up because the gold scales on his back. He didn't want anybody else in the clan to know that he had scales of a not chromatic dragon, and so he just always wore baggy clothes, and yeah, that's it. Red, happy.
A little odd for those of you who are not familiar with kobolds in your area.
Yeah.
This is a little.
Like, what the? Yeah. Karnoth is a mule. He is about 6 feet tall, and sort of leanly muscled for a mule. And he is wearing sort of a cloak-like vestment, but when he pulls his hood back, you can see he's completely bald and hairless, except he has tattoos on his arms and chest, indicating that he was at one time a slave who worked in the palace, and on his head. On his skull, basically, it's a skull cap here. There is a tattoo of the sun, and he has that amongst his various things you made there. He has also a holy symbol that's a representative of a disc of the sun around his neck, and that is him. That is he.
Ahmed cannot be seen very clearly. He is sitting away in the shadows. He is covered in many, many rags. desert cloths which obscure his face and hide his body shape and everything else. He is waiting for his moment, because when he enters conversation, he likes to do it dramatically.
Yeah, okay. Um, so, yes, there are about 3 other people here, ranging from, I think, you think a couple humans, maybe an elf. And one of them leans over to Rosalind, and you have kind of become one of the de facto leaders after everything. They say, what should we do? The time is ticking close. Our numbers are drawing thin.
We need to act soon. But we know we can't go directly at him.
No, it's too many risks if we just go and challenge him. That would just be an execution at that point.
Hmm.
Do any of our new members have any idea of what we should do?
I do. I am an experienced assassin. I will sneak in the night, poison his wine, or slip a blade into his throat.
And you believe that mere poison would kill this man who believes he's a god?
Yes.
He is no god. I saw him bleed once. I was a child, and thankfully he did not see me. But he can be killed. It is difficult, but it could be done. Similarly, there are ways. There may still be ways into his compound, into his palace. It may have changed since I was last here, but there are ways in.
So
And
you
we
know him
shall.
closely.
Even if he is a god. Now, Ahmed has been working on this in between riding. He only had 1 horse, so he had downtime. So what he has done is he affixed one of the magical orbs, one of the magical gemstones that he found into the pommel of his rapier. Okay? So he draws his rapier. Because sometimes when you are facing a god, you need a god-slaying weapon. And he holds out his rapier and says, Maya. Hoping that the sword will burst into flame.
It does!
Yes!
So the darkness of this room is suddenly dispelled as the sword bursts into flames.
Suddenly Ahmed is not in the darkness. Now he is the center of attention.
How dare? No, Rosalind takes a step back, clearly surprised with your magic, is what it appears to her. Where did you get this?
Maya, that is not important. He says, turning off the sword and putting it away.
Turning off the sword. Just a little switch.
I have been on a great journey to get to this place. I believe it has equipped me with all the things I need to face off our great enemy.
It is clear that you have been blessed with the power of the sun. This is an awesome thing, and it is good that we are with one to whom it has been granted. I am with you.
I am the assassin of elements. I too have magical power.
It's fire. I mean, I did that when I was 6. It's fire. I appreciate a good fire. Don't get me wrong. I just.
Where is
Is
your
that gonna take
what
it? Is that gonna?
is-
Is that
Tell
gonna
me.
take it?
young lizard?
Yes. Dragon. Yes.
Dragon.
Mhm.
In the desert, water is much harder to come by, yes?
Of course. Hmm.
Hold out your canteen.
You're not gonna pee in it, are you?
No.
Okay. quick status canteen.
I
Kind of-
remove my left hand, which is clasped firmly around the other gemstone so no one can see, and I say, Maya, and begin pouring as though water pours from out of my hand into the canteen.
Okay, getting more impressive by the moment. I enjoy that. Thank you.
Maya.
Okay, I'm not dead. He's legit. He's legit.
I am the assassin of elements.
And she turns to Karnoth. You said something before. You knew him when you were a boy.
Yes. He took me from the gladiator pits when I was just barely more than 2, and trained me to be his court astronomer. I studied the stars, and I loved it. And at the time, I loved him, for I thought he was like unto a father to me. But he soon showed that he was not worthy of such. And it took a while, but I saw what a horror this man is. He must be stopped.
Would you know how to get into his palace?
I knew once. I do not know if the ways are still the same. After I escaped, it is hard to know if they traced my route of exit, but we can try.
So Rosalind turns to her right-hand person and says, "We'll scout ahead and check to see if that's something that we can do to attack."
I understand. Would you like just the 3 of us, and kind of pointing to himself and the other 2 to go ahead first, to escort you?
She kind of looks at the rest of the party, who she's not quite sure about. Yes, I would prefer that.
A grand distraction could be very useful. I have not had time to look at the guard patterns example, and if they are reacting to an emergency, it'd be easier for me to slip in.
Oh, I agree. So we shall plan a distraction so that we can get in, but we should make sure that there are places we can get in first.
Yes, I agree. Kiana, we have our first wild magic surge. We did 11 retweets.
Lovely. Let's just I will roll a d4. And we'll see where we go from there. Hey, Adam, roll a thing for me, please. As you use the magic stones.
That's not it. That's not it.
Nope.
There we go. I'm just going to have a look
Okay.
at this showing.
What is 170?
Good question.
So as you put the water stone back into your pocket, the tinkle of magic still kind of in your fingertips. What is it?
170. Target cast next spell 1 tier higher.
Okay. We'll just apply that to the use of the stones. I'll let you know what it is when we get there. So if I'm understanding correctly, we're gonna get the 3 NPCs to go scout out ahead and then come back and let you guys know? Or do you want to go along with them?
She'll send them off to kind of scout ahead and come back to us while we plan a distraction, I suppose, to how we can get in there a little bit easier.
All right. Yeah, they will. All 3 of them will nod and exit out up the stairs, closing the kind of the it's basically a hidden door. So they just close that behind them.
Yes, we don't want to be too many people going up there. Would just cause a scene. So, very good call. Very good call, Madam
Rosa, you can call me.
Rosa. Ah, very
Yes.
nice. Yes.
I guess while we're introducing ourselves, what are your names?
Ahmed Yurakin says.
I am Karnoth.
He's big. So you said you had a bald head with a large sun on the back of it?
On top of it, yeah.
On top of it? Okay. Ooh, I like that. I'm Blones. You can call me the Great Blones. Deliverer of justice. Yeah, I think we're good here today. Looking at my notes, I think you're doing a wonderful job spearheading the operation. I was gonna go do it alone, but I think rate of success would lie greatly with your leadership. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And what was your plan of attack if you were to go alone?
Large fireball to the face is usually what I start off with. If there's anything left, I go for a nice waft of fire across everything, and then followed by sprinkles of fire from the sky. There's a lot of fire involved in science, in destroying creatures like that. Mm-hmm.
This is a good strategy.
Have you met the Father of Life before?
No, I don't hear very many good things, really.
No.
No.
The
Well,
thing-
from what I've heard, that's not the best tactic.
Yeah.
Oh,
But a plan is a plan, is it not?
Yeah. Well, one must use what tools one has. He does favor lightning. However, if it is something you have a means of defending against, then that is one of the things he enjoys from a distance. Up close, he just tears out your heart.
oh. Well,
As I've witnessed.
oh,
Indeed.
I don't like close. Close ain't good.
No, close is not good.
I intend to get close, but I do not intend him to see me.
He is, however, overconfident. He believes himself. He has sold the people on this idea that he is a deity. And perhaps he has come to believe it himself as well. I do not know. But his overconfidence, if anything, I think is his weakness. I think deep down he knows that he is in many ways inadequate and wishes this is why he stirs up such trouble to the West.
Tell me,
Perhaps this can be leveraged against him.
is there a way we could poison the wine supply or something? Put the whole fort on the back foot.
Is there anything going on anytime soon that there'd be reason that he'd be ordering more supplies to his house or to his place or anything?
Hmm.
Be nice if they had like a festival or banquet, but I don't foresee that happening.
No. Well, he could easily like have like the other people come. I don't know. I didn't know
Yeah,
any reason why he might be having some sort of gathering of any sort.
You could make me an intelligence or history check to.
I just happen to be kind of good at history.
Ooh.
For the
Indeed,
first
with an
time ever.
18. Awesome. You know that the mainly the big events that happen are the blood sacrifices within the city of the Two Moons, which is basically the inner city within Draj, where the holy site of the Father of Life's palace and basically the sacrificial area is. You've been hearing some rumors recently that the Father of Life has been very pleased with himself. She seems to be more brash and confident than usual, sending out way more Templars outside the city to hunt for magic users. But he's doing a sacrifice scheduled for within a couple of days to bring about in a ritualistic way this new phase of power in this god's life.
I know that he will be sacrificing some more in the next few days.
Mhm.
So he could be having more shipments sent to him by then. But he's also been sending out his Templars more often, so there are less guards protecting him in his palace.
Mhm.
So would he be more vulnerable before the sacrifices or during?
Might be easier to infiltrate before, at the very least.
Possibly while they're preparing for it,
Hmm.
and then we could attack during.
What if one of us
or right
was
before.
to be a sacrifice, but
Are you
not
volunteering?
Not it.
not bound like the other, but instead hidden amongst them? He will get close to them, no?
Hmm.
Was he sacrificing during your time with him?
Oh yes, this was a thing he did quite regularly in those days.
How wise do you think it would be to infiltrate that way?
He generally pays his sacrifices the most mind when they are. I don't know if they do it the same way now, but at the time, those who were sentenced would be forced to climb the pyramid up to the top, where he would personally tear out their hearts. I don't know if that is the focus of this festival in particular that is coming up, but it is usually at the last moment that he gets to see them most directly. Up until then, he is very much separate from them.
Yes, that does not sound ideal.
But forgive me, I still operate on older intelligence, so perhaps your scouts may determine otherwise.
See when they return.
Speaking of which,
It's like,
speaking of the devil, only 2 of them return. As both look very, the 2 remaining who arrived both look harried as if they had been running. Your right hand man, I'm sorry. We were. Layla was caught.
what has happened?
We were trying to scout out the edges of the inner city. They changed up the schedule recently. I do not know why. But we were caught off guard and, well, 2 of us were able to escape. Layla fell behind.
They must be suspecting something if they're going to be changing their patterns. You must be attacking soon then. We can't risk any more of our members in this scouting process.
But it seems like there's a less activity going around the Father and Master Temple. Less Templars, perhaps because they have been sent away, but I imagine that it would be a little easier to sneak in there than usual.
My friend, would you be able to fire the grain stores?
What?
If we set fire to the grain stores, it will hurt the people, but it will draw guards away.
I can do fire and distractions.
She turns to you for a moment and contemplates it, and then turns back. Make sure that people are in safe distance, but do that. Cause a distraction. Get the guards away.
Yes, we'll try our best. Are we attacking tonight or tomorrow? Or what is the timeline here?
She turns to the party.
He knows we are coming. We are only delaying the inevitable.
Hmm.
Whenever we attack, as soon as we set fire to those grain stores, he will know.
I suppose let's go tonight.
All right.
Do you need to prepare before?
It require a lot of fire to, well, first take down the Templars that are protecting the place, and then to burn down, well, start burning the grain. And we will need some help getting people away. We are only two.
This is true.
I
I do not know.
the Blowns.
Sorry, I had to adjust something.
Could you help him set fire to the grain stores? Do you have maybe an item or something that can...
Oh, I just cast fire willy-nilly. I don't need items. I just do it.
Would
In-
Rosalind know of any like black market type of people that might have like, what is it called? The fire in a bottle thing.
Greek fire.
Kind of like Greek fire. There's a
Alchemist
D&D
fire?
Alchemist fire, yeah. I was like, I can't think of the thing, but yeah, there's bottle fire. Would she know anybody that would possibly have something similar to that?
The only people that you really know would be involved in the resistance anyways. As you know, that kind of knowledge is very dangerous. Because the Father of Life would consider it threatening to him.
Are you any good with a bow?
Who are you asking?
The clerk, the chap.
The second hand man.
That's the one.
Okay.
Yes, I am all right at it.
Then do not encounter the Templars at all. Stand on a rooftop a couple of streets away and fire flaming arrows at the thing. Fire 3, then move to another location, fire another 3. And then go home to your wife and kids.
Yes. Yes. All right. I will help do that if... And looks at the other guy. And we'll try to get as many people away. The Father of Life is not going to be happy, and the Templars are going to be vicious tonight.
We must do what must be done to save everyone.
Everyone.
Yes. All right. Well, it'll be quite obvious when the fire goes up. I would so just be on your watch. Be careful. And perhaps when you maybe not go through the front gate.
That was not the plan.
I will be a shadow in the night.
She sets like a hand on each of the two people. And says, Thank you so much for everything. Now go and return to your families.
Thank you. And good luck to all of you.
Good luck to you.
And I run out. So, yep, go ahead.
Oh, she turns to the party and say, "So we head out."
Karnos, do you remember some of the ways it might still be there?
Yes, I can see where if any of those have changed. But yes, I know the paths. Which is kind of me saying I'm not trying to narrate for Kiana. Can you? So like,
I got it. Thank you.
I know the way. Kiana, please tell me where. Where do I know the way?
What is the way?
Can you show me the way?
Okay, so basically, there is the front gates, which is called the Golden Moon Gate. It's essentially the only real way in and out between Gift, the outer city, and the Two Moon City inside. Massive doors, just, giant. There's kind of like it puts you through a tunnel to get to this other side. However, you would know, having been a part of this compound in a sense, there is another entrance. However, it would be going a little bit in a strange way. It's basically an entrance that is close to the Royal Menagerie. It's one of the gateways that makes it easier to get things in and out. That's not too close to the gladiator arena because you don't want them to escaping. But so you would end up a little bit. It's not super close to the main temple or palace that you call the Father and Master Temple, but it would get you in. That's not very obviously through the front gate.
Yeah. So I communicate these two possible entrances to the rest of the party.
You are muted, I believe.
Yes, thank you. Children running around, I don't want too loud.
No worries.
So, did you happen to mention that one of these parts passes the gladiator pit to us? Or was that just...
Well, it's the menagerie is not too close to the gladiator. The menagerie entrance isn't too close to the gladiator pits. I don't think. Did one of the entrances pass the gladiator? I didn't hear that, or am I?
Yes, the main entrance would have been.
Main entrance, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have mentioned that, yeah.
We could maybe use as an additional way of drawing extra forces away from our target. Maybe release the gladiators and have them. Would they run amok? I mean, Karnos, you were a gladiator, right? Did you run amok?
Briefly, yes. For a few months, some of them will, perhaps. Depends. There is a certain amount of turnover, but if those who survive and who wish escape may join us, we shall have to see. It
even if they
sounds as though he has tightened his grip over the last few years, so okay. I worry for them.
Well, even if they won't join us, just go out and maybe... no, that could really put a lot of innocence in the way, and I'm kind of torn on that one. So maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe freeing them in general could be a distraction, even if they don't join us or harm anyone. Them being released is alone a distraction.
And if they see that a move is being made, that may give them further impetus.
I am keen to see the menagerie. I am good with animals, especially those of the venomous or poisonous nature.
Yes. He back in the day, he had many a giant scorpion.
So,
Nope.
I am not too fond of animals, but as long as some of you are, I am more trusting of that decision.
As I describe, as we talk about the menagerie, I'm just sort of rubbing a couple of scars on the side of my neck.
I'm cool with all they're fuzzy and stuff, but giant scorpions. Whoa. Nope. That's a no-go.
I'm
I do-
better with
I-
snakes, but scorpions will do.
I believe that'll be our better entrance. That's not to announce ourselves by going through the main gate.
Oh,
So
Right.
the menagerie it is. She
And-
gestures. She's not deciding.
Less we avoid the entrances altogether. Tell me, does the ceiling have skylights?
Does the ceiling have skylights?
So essentially, it's a very it's basically you would have it's a big walled compound, the inner city,
Okay.
and the temple inside are kind of very Aztec step pyramids.
Because I was thinking like an Assassin's Creed kind of thing where it was blocked off and there was buildings like on the inside.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yes,
But
but even from the inside, you can see that the temples basically tower over everything. The two smaller ones, the ones that the public, in a sense, goes to worship, and then there's the large one, the Father and Master Temple, which is where
Could
the Father's life would be.
Sorry.
No worries.
Can we claim that we're going in to worship? Like, would that be another option?
That's another option.
Just look around for it. It's like just pull my hood up over my head. It's like I would require a bit further disguise. As
You are known, aren't
be
you?
difficult for them to buy. That as well, yes.
Hmm.
But
You may,
so
not,
that these raiments can be taken.
you may not see them so clearly, but I have a great number of weapons hidden about my person. Changing my uniform, my clothes, may disable some of the weapons at my disposal.
I still say I forgot the word already.
The menagerie?
That word. Yep. I still feel like that is the best option for us.
I am in agreement.
Okay. So, as you guys, how do you prepare for this at all, if anything?
Afraid of the sun.
Draw shapes in the dirt.
Yeah.
Picture of a menagerie with a giant scorpion coming out of it. A little dragon guy screaming, "Oh no!" I don't. As soon as someone said that, man, it's so terrified.
All right. So, as you exit out the trapdoor, you now can hear the sounds of yelling as the darkness of the night is pierced by a fire happening in another part of Gift.
That's our cue. That's it. Fire.
And right before you step out the door, you see a bunch of people, Templars, you realize. They're in the black obsidian armor that is pretty indicative of them working under the thumb of the Father of Life, are running towards the source of fire.
That's our cue. We must hurry.
So, how about we roll some stealth checks to be all stealthy like, so you don't get caught looking real sketchy.
I have so little dexterity.
Oh, that's a bad
Ooh.
roll for me.
11 though. Dang.
Oof, oof, you guys.
Y'all did better than I did. So
That rogue expertise, yo.
I decided to expertise in some other things, not stealth. So that's on me.
My brain's just doing math in my head. Yeah, okay. The guards are distracted enough that you're not spotted as you sneak your way through the shadows towards the city of Two Moons. You see the large looming walls that surround the city. Again, kind of this black stone. You can see kind of in the distance the Golden Gate. So one of the things that's picking up the glow of the fire in the distance. And towering above you all are the three pyramids. But as you sneak around to the east side of it, where the menagerie is being led by Karnoth. Karnoth, you know that this door is going to be hidden, and you're going to find it. So you guys can make me a perception investigation check to try to find where the heck this secret door is.
All right. Ha! Nope. No, it's done.
It's here somewhere.
Perhaps I could sleight of hand find the door.
That's not how it works.
Man. I'm not doing too good on the things I'm
Yo.
good at today.
Jeez.
As a group, can we find it?
If we add all our scores together, I think we've nearly got 20.
As a group, we see everything.
Ah,
Yay!
it's way down here, guys. You're looking too high.
And in fact, it is the again the Sorcerer King is one of those few people who can use magic, and people don't say anything, don't question it. And as you kind of looking around, Blown's being a little shorter. You look down and you see a small symbol of two crescent moons surrounding a full one.
Ooh, toenails. Oh. That's not.
No, that's it. That's it. It's shaped like a toenail, yes?
Yeah,
That's the one.
Sure. Yes.
And as you kind of push into it, there's a bit of a, almost like an outline of a door that suddenly appears.
Ooh. Toenails for the win. I think we found it. Is this it, Karnoth? Is this the thing?
Yes. Yes, this is it. It's been some time. Just slowly. You just push it. Get it open.
Yeah. You slowly push it, and there's kind of that grinding of stone against ground. As it's basically a stone slab just kind of shifts enough. Just a big enough gap to let you guys through. You guys step through?
Come on through.
Yeah. So who's leading?
Who? That's a good order. What is the marching order, y'all?
I feel like I have to be in front for the fiction to work, so I should probably do that.
Since there are animals on the other side, do not want to lead.
I can go second if you wish.
I'll go third. Sorry. Make the small person in the back. Moving.
Can't see over anybody. Let's go.
All right. So you slip in first, Karnoth. And you can tell you are pretty much right along one of the, I guess what you would call maintenance path of the menagerie, the pathways that the slaves would be taking to, get to the different animals, feed them, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You see a few supplies kind of shoved into this corner, hidden away from public view.
Yeah. They're sort of coming in. The supplies are mostly for like feeding the animals, or are there like
Mostly
things
for feeding.
controlling the animals as well, like
It seems
pointy
mostly
sticks or anything.
it seems mostly like feeding animals or cleaning. There's a pair of shears, kind of, it looks like.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I asked that, because I'm not sure what would come from, but there we are. But yeah, I guess we'll sort of crouch low, just sort of look out into the breezeway, just sort of see what, just try to listen, see if anything's going on before we get ahead and try to keep going, I guess.
Yeah, you look around and there's no immediate people around here. It's pretty quiet, other than the shouts that you kind of hear over the wall.
And I take the shears. My bag.
All right, you now have shears.
Next.
Are there any preferably poisonous snakes around? Preferably the sort that can fit up a sleeve.
Okay, so you're just kind of being like, well, we're in the menagerie. You're not quite in the area where there's animals yet, you don't think? But you could just look under a rock. On the ground.
Well, hell, if you're gonna give me a line like that, I mean, I feel compelled. I have to look under the rock on the ground. Is there a snake here?
I mean, you did this before. That's why I'm asking if this is what you're doing.
Yeah, okay, I'll see a rock on the ground and think, hey. To many people, this would be a normal rock, but I know that the poisonous desert viper, it likes to hide under such a rock in the shade, against the warmth of the stones. Perhaps with a small pool of water nearby, or some sort of infrared lamp. And,
Do not sass me. Rude.
I will turn over this rock.
Infrared lamps, blasphemy!
There is no snake here. I wouldn't ask you because you've done this before, Adam. Rude.
Do I know
Yes.
where they keep the snakes? Because I could try to aim us there. I don't know if I've been in this building very much before.
You can make me an intelligence history check. Trying to remember.
Okey-doke. Oddly enough, I have history.
Yeah.
Let us see. Histoire. Somewhat.
You would know. It's not so neatly sorted out that like snakes are here.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, well, specific needs of environments and stuff like that. So you would know like the environment that snakes like better is in this area.
Okay.
Which kind of coincidentally would lead you to one of two paths out of the menagerie. So you would either go towards the temple, or you go towards the open area and then out.
Do we really need snakes?
They are my preferred weapon. Animal, sorry.
I could have sworn you said you had plenty of weapons underneath your cloak.
First thing you learn as an assassin is you can never have too many weapons.
Ah. Well, if you deem it necessary, then I suppose.
Not necessary, more if we are passing.
Which exit are the snakes? Are the snakes by? Which one is the snake exit?
The snake exit. Snake exit would be basically if it's a rectangle like this, you guys are kind of this way. It would be going up.
Okay, so is that toward the temple or toward the?
And towards the
open area?
temple. That'd
Okay.
be towards the temple. This way is shorter, but would end up in the courtyard before you exit it.
Okay.
Temple.
Yes, they're by the. I think they were keeping the snakes in that area by the temple entrance before. So if or the exit that goes toward the temple, if we wish to go in that direction. The other area is open courtyard. The other exit.
I would rather not go where it's open.
Same. So the snake.
You just want your snakes.
I'll also take a scorpion, or
Lead the way, please.
And scorpions are snakeward hell. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel today.
Yeah, so you guys. So you start taking again these maintenance paths down. And the quiet that you hear is kind of interrupted at times by sounds of creatures in the night, either, shifting in their sleep or moving. Mostly in these large cages that you pass by. And it's hard to kind of look in and see what they are exactly, as your only lighting is from the main courtyard itself. But there's a few eyes that kind of watch.
Rosalind's like walking like this.
Yeah, I'm
like,
comfortably
"Don't touch
hiding behind Rosa. Very. I'm gonna get eaten for sure.
Do not like these beasts.
I'll be walking close and like making familiar tutting noises, like like people coo to babies.
Mm-hmm.
Are you cooing at the animals?
I'm cooing at the animals. Would you?
Oh,
Little
boy.
Scorpion. Just speaking like parcel tongue to the snakes. Like,
as you coo, one of the, you're not, again, your eyes are not quite able to pick up what these creatures are, but as you coo towards one of the cages, there's suddenly a rattling as this, whatever is inside just lunges towards you, but is thwarted by the bars that hold it in. As you see this six-legged creature with large, vicious maw of needle-like teeth and spines along its back just start snapping.
yeah, no, Rosalind definitely lets out like a yip sound. She just jumps and she's just like trying to calm herself back down. She's like, just stop.
Can I try and calm the creature? Like maybe sit down in front of it?
I'm gonna kick you.
Sure. Animal handling. Let's go. Let's see.
You need to read it a bedtime story.
Oh no, this thing is pissed off. Whether it's because you woke it up, or it's because it's in a cage, or or maybe it just rolled out of the wrong side of the bed today. It is not happy
I know
with anything.
This one it will not do. This will not do at all.
There's like flecks of slobber coming out of it as it's kind of like frenzied, trying to get at you.
It is a beautiful creature, but
He starves them.
Mind not harassing the animals. I would really like to get out of here in one piece.
yes. Okay, let us move on.
Okay.
Somewhere you guys hear in the distance, but a close enough distance to make it uncomfortable, it was someone would go, shut up that thingy. And you hear someone else go, yes.
Quickly, hide. Quickly.
Oh no.
It's either a hide or keep going.
Yeah.
Quick.
I'm hiding.
Let's dive into one of these empty cages.
Okay, just wait for a second, please.
No. No, nope. I know how this ends. No. No. That ain't happening.
Is one of these enclosures locked? Empty, sorry.
Locked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We know for certain that it's empty.
I mean, you can make a perception check.
I'm climbing in a bag of feed.
You're small enough. Look at us. Now we can see.
He's in a pod.
Now you can see. Yeah, this is not empty. This is
I knew it.
at first you think it is, but as you kind of look at the terrain that's been put into this environment, you're like, oh nope, that's definitely a pair of eyes that's watching us.
Can we tell what kind of eyes on a 23?
Yeah, you want to know what kind of creature it is, kind of deal, or
Yeah.
cool. This is let me pull up that name for it again because it's a weird one. Yes, it's another one of these other creatures. It's called a Balrog. Which are like these large six-legged beasts.
Nope. So Rosalind like grabs him and starts charging like towards the exit to where Karnath like had pointed before, like this is the way we want to go. So she would grab him and kind of like rush with that as quietly as possible to the exit, kind of leaving Blones in his hiding. Hopefully he'll get out. But I don't want to hide it with the animals. She's very much, I want out.
I really don't want to hide with the animals because of PTSD. So I'm probably going to try to get across to hide somewhere near the temple if if there's time before they get here.
What's above us? Do the bars go all the way into the ceiling, or?
There is no ceiling. Again, it's basically, think of it as a open air park zoo.
Oh,
deal.
cool. I'll just parkour up onto the top of the cage.
All right. First you're gonna make me an acrobatics or athletics check to climb, and then you're gonna make me a dex save. Okay, you. As you start climbing up, you just feel the whiff of teeth missing your feet as you clamber up to the top of this cage.
That familiar sense.
A very familiar sense of almost getting eaten.
And I will hop up on top and observe what happens. Maybe I'll walk along the top as well. Hell, I'll walk along the top and check out what Rosa and Karnath get up to.
So much of me wants you to make it out, and then so much of me wants you to fall.
Familiar.
Oh my god.
Familiar.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, so Blones has definitely just dove into a pile of seeds or something, and it's totally fine. He's small enough.
Let's try to get across to hide by the temple if we can.
Yep.
Okay. You guys can make me another stealth check.
Good boy.
Just to.
Yeah, okay, sweet. I'm
Okay.
happy with
Alright.
that one.
And no.
Me up top as well.
You're up at top. You can do a stealth check. Yeah, Jesus Christ, you're fine. You're more than fine. You're dandy.
He's up there dancing. He's like, yeah, no one can see me.
Like a shadow in the night.
Rosa, as you kind of start slipping ahead, and sticking kind of close to the wall, to the shadows. Karnath, as you're kind of being like, okay, what's the right way to go?
Yeah.
You realize a little too late that you're a little too close. to one of the cages
Hmm.
as you feel something try to grab at you from within. And as you startle back, you hear, who goes there?
As they're coming, as they're running out, I guess they. All right, I'm gonna try to. I'm still in the area. I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, you can hear the footsteps, and you think they're just going to be around the corner, basically.
All right. I guess I've if there's a space for me to do so, I'm just gonna try to do that thing where you hide by the door and just mace in hand and just wait for them to come around wait for them to come in. 'Cause that's all I got left.
Some Scooby-Doo shit's happening now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You hide just. Well, you place yourself just around the corner as they turn. A Templar, with the obsidian armor and the symbol of the Father of Life carved into his forehead. As he turns the corner, what do you want to do?
Well, I would like to smack said forehead with said mace. I think that's basically that's all I got left.
Okay.
All right.
Totally not. Let's remain hidden, or let's see if he goes away. Let's.
I messed up on
Go to the
stealth. They were gonna find me
non-stealth.
one way or the other.
Yeah.
All right. So I do an attack roll here, or
Yes, do an attack roll.
here's the attack roll.
17 does hit.
All right.
8 pushing down. I just come out and just crack this guy right in the forehead. He stumbles back, kind of with his head basically thrown back from that force. But even before he brings his head back down, he's already drawn his sword. If anyone wants to join in, you can, but we're gonna roll some initiative here.
Sorry.
Once I hear combat, I'll kind of meerkat up and see what's going on out of it.
with your like a bunch of seed coming out as you just like.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no, it's all going south now.
All right. So, wow. Okay. So Rose is up first, and then Blones, and then it's the Templar. And then it's and last is Ahmed. All right, Rosa, what do you want to do? You kind of hear the sounds of combat happening behind you.
Cheers. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull out her short sword and her dagger, and she's gonna charge forward to sneak attack him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Battle cry.
Oh, yeah. Ooh boy. Yeah, you
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, you're getting a mighty blow into this guy who's not expecting somebody to come from the side. And you sink your rapier right in the unfortunate part with obsidian plating is that there's got to be a lot of gaps for movement.
Yeah.
And you just kind of sink it right through there. He lets out a cry of pain.
And so he's still standing, he's still good then?
He's still standing. He's,
Alright.
he's not doing well, but he's
She's
still...
gonna drive her dagger into him too.
Oh, lovely.
Ooh, does 15 hit?
A 15 does not,
Dang.
however.
I was
This
so
just
excited about
clangs off.
hurting him.
Yeah.
That's
It clanks
okay.
off his armor. All right. Blones, meerkatting out of the seed bag. What are you doing?
Oh my, this is not good at all. Well, it looks like she's handling him quite well. So I'm just gonna look around. Do I see or hear anybody else besides this guy coming?
Make me a perception check.
Yeah. Yeah, animals. Okay. That's animals. Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Animals.
I guess I'm just gonna pop up and just fling some fire at him. A little fire. Yeah. And then kind of sink back down in.
Like one of the things on Mario, one of the little plumbers.
Yeah. Yeah. Down into the pipe. With advantage for pack tactics.
Yeah, sure. Oh, with a nat 20. Jeez.
What? That doesn't seem right. That seems oh yeah, we're level 5. That's right.
You are level 5.
Max damage too.
How do you incinerate this guy?
I want it to be casual because I don't want to show off at first. I want them to see the power grow gradually as I reveal myself. So I just just want to flick it and have it come over and just make its head go and then sizzle as he falls
Yeah.
over.
Max damage, but just a little.
It's
Well,
it's
The
it's
explosion
like a
can be
candle.
Yeah.
It's like lighting a candle.
The
A
explosion
very
can be
fast burning candle.
Yeah. And then I will modestly go back down into my grain hole until I'm sure we're moving on.
Yeah. If they've seen it, was that fire big enough for anyone to see? Do you?
A nat 20 of fire.
Yeah. We have to move.
Oh, I was getting comfy again. Fine. Fine. I'll find out.
And see the tiny kobold just kind of wiggle out of.
Oh,
Some-
it's in my drawers. Ew. Gross. I don't have a peanut allergy, so I should be okay. I'm coming. Where did... Is he ahead of you guys?
Ahmed is using his vantage point from above to check for more guards.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of them coming now, having been like, kind of their heads brought, their attention drawn by the sudden light.
Kanaf, Rosa, Blondes, 2 more guards are on the way.
Do we have time to escape?
If you book it now.
Let's press on.
Run!
I shall try the. Let's try that running thing I've heard so much about.
We leave, please.
It's a fad. It'll go away. Don't worry.
It's only hip right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Running is in. I'll chug along.
I will parkour
Yes.
along the rooftops.
All right, you gotta make me another acrobatic check, my dude. Yeah, you're fine.
It's all destined to be okay.
Yes, yeah, you Assassin's Creed this bullshit. You you guys get to the edge of the menagerie.
Looks like we got a nerf friend.
Can we see the temple from where we're at?
Oh yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
were able to see. You're basically able to see that temple, no
Okay,
matter
from any
where you are
point,
in the
yeah.
city.
Did we know about an entrance into it that wasn't like a direct route?
There's about there's basically 4 entrances, one at each side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's a step pyramid.
Okay.
How much longer do we have to run?
I could slow down now.
Let's welcome the Greyhawk channel who've just raided with a large number of viewers. Welcome, guys.
Hello, thank you,
Hello.
Greyhawk Channel. Welcome. We are playing in Dark Sun. This is my 5e homebrew translation of the beloved Dark Sun Athos setting. We are currently in the city of Judge, where this party is off to try to deal with the Father of Life. So, all right. Well then, you are at the edge of the menagerie. The temple is well, at least the closest entrance to you would be let me think. Okay, closest entrance to you would be about you would say 100 feet away.
It should be
you were
about
saying
100
there's,
feet
like,
that way.
An entrance there, and there. Basically, what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like north, south, east, west. Essentially, you guys are closest to either the south entrance or the east entrance.
I think that we should go through the east entrance. Personally.
Okay.
Decision's made. I've said so
Yep.
since.
Yep. So, you guys can head that direction if you would like.
Yeah, I'll follow along the rooftops, just scouting ahead and.
All right.
Now heading east of the snakes.
You're gonna run out of rooftop pretty quickly now at the edge of the menagerie, Ahmed.
Well, I feel there's only one thing to do. Mid-run, jump off and roll onto the floor, of course.
Just amuse me and do another acrobatics check. Yeah, you look amazing. As you effortlessly just kind of roll off of this.
The head shakes from the other players say it all.
Just wow.
Extra assassin
Glorious.
is extra.
I never wanted Sky. It's the reason why I asked for these rolls, guys.
The nat ones will be coming. They will be coming.
Not when it affects all of us. I want it now when it only affects you.
So yeah, you guys can head towards the east entrance if you would like.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
All right. As you approach, again, your memories, Konoth, is of at least, several rotating Templars that would protect this Templar. Thank you, Don, for the nat one. I think to Adam. Thank you.
Ask and thou shalt receive.
We are, so yeah, you expect far more, but there's really only 2 that are posted right at this entrance, which is interesting.
So I hold up for a second and I tell them basically that's there should be more. There are only 2. Usually they rotate.
Maybe they were sent away.
Could
Or because he sends them out of the city, they're just lacking in the guards recently.
Could be. Something feels wrong. I don't know what it is.
As we said before, he could be expecting us. He could be in the inner sanctum.
And we are at the home of a mass murderer, so I mean, there is
Indeed.
that.
True as well.
they might be going to the grain thing, the fire, and then we caused a ruckus with the animals. Maybe they're going over there to feed them. You know.
Mayhap. Never
Did
thought
you-
I would see this place again.
Did you dispose of the body?
I disposed of the head. I don't know what anybody else did. I didn't want to.
We left. We needed to get out before the guards caught us. So
Yeah.
no, the body was not taken care of.
We should have threw it in a pen and allowed them to nibble on it. And
I don't think we had the time.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing.
How are we going to handle these two?
Kill them, I guess.
Okay,
If they find a body, they will raise the alarm.
true. I guess.
I don't have a whole lot of things that don't make light and attention.
We need you to stop casting fire outside.
It's what I do in my sleep and when I'm awake and all the rest of the times.
Are they close enough that I could use my short bow and not be at disadvantage?
Yeah, you would be able to do that.
Okay. So she'll pull out her short bow. Here's one option. Anyone else take out the other?
What a very tiny dagger. I got this.
I have a crossbow. I'm not an incredibly good shot, but I can give it a try. Because I too can only do distracting things if I were to call on the power of the sun.
No.
Karnov, if you are not such a good shot, perhaps I could take a shot with your crossbow.
Indeed. I hand it over.
Is it light or heavy?
It is a light crossbow.
Okay, so you guys can try to snipe these guys.
Yep, that's the plan.
Is this gonna be enough to kill them or just piss them off? Because if that's the case, just let me do the fire.
It probably won't kill them, but it will definitely get their attention. Is there a place that we could kind of duck into after we shoot them so that we can hide when they come down?
Ahmed looks back on top of the buildings.
No.
I like your style.
Can you even climb? She has blows.
So essentially, you're still at the edge, kind of around. You're about maybe 30 feet away from the edge of the menagerie. There's not really much around here.
If we could get, I mean, this may take a minute. That if we could get up to it's a step. We're near at the edge of the step pyramid, yeah.
Yeah,
Step
you're about
How high is the next step?
Oh, how high is the next step? That is a good question. Think of it as like a story.
Okay, so like 10 to 15-ish feet, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll say 10 feet.
Okay.
From my own math brain in my
I mean,
head.
if we have time to climb up there, we could do it from up there, and then when they, then they come around, maybe they won't. They'll have less of a chance of seeing us, perhaps. Yeah.
We can attempt that.
That's
Yeah.
really
I will stay down here and face them. If
Do we want to fight them?
I am worried that they will raise the alarm. If we do not take their attention, they will raise the whole place. If at least they see one of us, then we can hold their attention for a moment.
Okay.
I am worried that they will lock down this place.
Let's get them away from the door then.
Okay, what are y'all doing?
I guess firing these crossbow bolts.
Oh, well, before we get up there, or are we gonna get up there?
We want to get them away from the door, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess we're not gonna hide. We're gonna.
Oh, we're just gonna hang out. Okay.
Yeah.
Should I run up and pretend to be a miscreant and have them chase me, not knowing my true power level, and then when they get close enough, you guys unleash your arrows into them?
I'll sort of have a look. I think I can hit them from here.
Okay. I mean,
Alright.
just to get them away from the door. I don't know. She said about getting them away from the door.
I think being shot might be enough to
Yeah, but if they run the opposite direction and then
Sure.
say, we're shot, here we are, we're part of the thing and we're shot, then that kind of does the complete opposite of what we want to happen. Not running towards the fire. What if they run away from the thing firing at them?
How good are you with a bow, Bones?
Not at all. I don't think I've ever touched one.
Okay.
How would you touch one when you could wield the power of fire?
Blondes, can you create a small fire?
Yeah, a wee one. Yes.
Perhaps.
Or I can create little things that look like stuff.
Have you seen the lanterns where you cover the sides so that only the light shines one way? Could
Sure.
you do this so that they see the light this way and come running towards us?
Yeah, I think so. I would have to can I like just make a little bit of fire? If I have like a bazillion fire spells, can I just make a little bit of
Do you
Fire?
only fire spell?
Yeah,
Like-
you know what? Sure, I'll allow it.
I mean
You're a fiery little kobold.
just a little bit, enough to light a lantern of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hold my hands out like this and like I'm charging up a firebolt or fireball or whatever and just kind of, you got to mold it like putty. It's just, there we go. If you keep it in constant motion, it's molecules, it's science, of course. So I will just hold it in front of me and you say walk, and I'll ask you which way you want him to walk. Ahmed.
It's like a cat with like the little laser and you're just like making them follow it down the stairs.
Yeah. Tell me where you want me to walk, Ahmed. I got this.
Towards us. We will finish them in close quarters, I imagine.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I walk up there and then come back.
Yes.
Okay. I
Okay.
endorse it.
So you start walking towards them with
Mhm.
fire in your hands.
I want to shoot them before they see Blones. I want to get the jump on them.
Okay. So, Blown starts walking and walking, and he's about like 40 feet away. You think they're gonna notice him by this point? If
I
Okay,
will
so you-
fire and I will use my advantage.
okay. So yeah, you can fire across. Yep, 26. That definitely hits.
Not only does it definitely hit, I am at my deadliest when I get a drop on my enemies.
Assassinate. Huh?
Oh, I didn't need to use my advantage because I automatically get an advantage against creatures that haven't taken a turn in combat yet, and any hit I score against them is a critical hit.
Damn.
Yep,
So-
assassins. Good. Okay, math in my head.
10, 30, 31.
Yeah. You just kind of, and with precision, right into this guy's chest plate, essentially. As you watch it, the chest plate just crack. Still standing,
As
but looking real bad.
as a reaction, seeing him go ahead and fire, can I fire mine as well?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
See one arrow fly over my head.
Yeah.
The other arrow.
The 17 will just hit.
Okay.
So it's a 6 because the plus 3 was for the nat 20.
Yeah. Do I get sneak attack as well for that then?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I mean, it is literally a sneak attack, so.
Okay.
You know,
Are you
like-
are you hitting the same guy?
I would. What would she logically do? She would probably aim for the other guy.
Okay, so this other bolt just kind of hits into the guy into his shoulder as they both, stagger back from the force and like look up and see a tiny kobold with fire in its hands.
I'm not
Yeah.
with them.
If I have time, I'll want to cast a spell. If not, then I'll wait for initiative.
Oh no, yeah, you can. What do you want to do?
I just want to take the fire and make it grow and go and burning hands. It's kind of
Okay.
make it look real tiny and innocent. Oh, it's a little fire, and in your face.
What's
Surprise
funny is
kobold fireface.
magic is bad, and you're coming at them with magic. They get shot, and you're like, more
Oh
magic.
no. If they're not dead on contact, they can run away, and I don't want them to run away. I do the running away here, not you. Because I'm going to do burning hands, and then I'm going to run away. Oh, serious?
Only 6?
Two nat
Yikes.
ones. Yeah, two
Ooh.
nat ones. 6 damage.
Well, the
Dex
one
save.
with the bolt in his chest burns away, as the other guy just kind of manages to shield enough of his face that he's pretty burnt, but not deathly.
As I'm running back towards the party, I'm yelling, "Behold the power of the great blows!" And, I'm gonna run as far back, close to everybody else as I can. No light anymore.
It's funny. Yeah, this guy's gonna go inside. Bye.
Yeah. Can we shoot him again before?
No,
mean-
he would basically in the doorway.
Yeah, I know.
Guys,
Shit.
I mean, didn't see it coming,
tried.
really. You shoot
Yeah.
them and they run away.
Yeah.
Leaves the alarm. Should we proceed on?
Rosalind starts running up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's time to go.
Let's do the thing.
As you start heading towards the pyramid proper, there's a sudden wave of the smell of death that you didn't notice quite before. And this is familiar to you, Karnoth, as you kind of approach, the corner between the south and east sides. As you now notice, there was, in front of the southern entrance, it's essentially this carved out sign, again, of the moon, flanked by 2 crescent moons. And the middle is a pile of bodies. And you know this Karnoth as one of the things that he does, where after doing the sacrifices, they drop the bodies here and are told to not move them.
Yeah. I convey this.
Yeah, so smell of death is strong now that you're close enough. There were too much fire in front of your face,
Yeah.
blown for you have noticed it at first, and now that you're coming back, you're like, oh.
So
Yeah.
did it happen, or is this a different? This is like the Saturday sacrifice, and we're looking for the Tuesday sacrifice. How does this work?
The sacrifice has been made.
Uh-oh.
He is seeking to increase his power. Perhaps that could be it. We must stop him. You see, I'm starting to get a little worked up over this whole thing as a lot of his memories start flooding back.
It's a coming home tale.
Yeah.
Right. So are you going to the door? Or hopping up the steps? What are you doing?
Which way leads to the king?
So, Karnoth, you would know this. You could either go through the temple, and it's 27 floors. With the living quarters, essentially, the upper levels being the residences for the father of life, his concubines, his many children, as well as vaults of treasures. And at the very top is the altar where the sacrifices take place.
So I presume the faster way up would just be to take the stairs and cut out all the cut out all the dungeoneering. entirely. The sacrifices take place at the altar at the top. We could go through the temple, but there would be many things in the way. I think we should head up this way.
I never miss an opportunity to fall on my enemies from above.
What if we climb the outside so you can have said fall from above?
Yes.
I mean, would we be too obvious on the outside, or is there like a blind spot?
You'd be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
No.
At this point, I think they will raise the alarm in any case. Which way will be the quickest, Connor?
Up the stairs.
Then let us go.
All right. As you guys head again to basically the eastern stairways up, next to the door that the Templar went through, you hear this large bell start sounding out across the courtyard. The city of Two Moons. And the fires of the grain storage has now kind of simmered, at least. It's not as bright as it was before, mostly just smoke coming off of it. As you start to see Templars file through the Golden Gate.
Well,
So, you guys running up.
All or nothing now.
I believe
Okay.
we make legs.
Yep, you race up the steps. This pyramid is almost 300 feet tall. It is tall. So let's roll some constitution checks.
It's cardio time.
It's hardcore cardio time.
Con save or con check?
Just a constitution check.
All right.
Well, that equates to the same thing for me.
Yikes, guys.
We're not ninja again.
Oh, it's so hot.
At least we didn't do that bad.
My little legs.
I can't climb that much.
Yes.
It's really hard, Blones, because these steps are made for humans. So you're trying to clamber up, but it's requiring like double the effort to do
Okay.
so.
Chicken's feet. I'm not prepared for this. Somebody hold me.
You guys are about, let's say, about 10 floors up. You're about halfway up. When you start feeling very tired.
Do we keep trucking on or do we run inside?
Well, do I think that they'd be able to make it up the rest of the way up before the guards would be out and filling us full of holes?
Holmes is like, no more.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done in. Look. I'm a mobile assault unit, but now I'm no longer mobile.
I need a
I'm
nap.
just.
Perhaps we'll get a second wind.
Wrong class.
I don't even have proficiencies in much of anything, let alone wind.
Yeah, this was the fastest way up for a mule, not for anyone else.
You're good
Or
at
not for
fire
people-
and water. Those are your only two elements.
Not not for people running.
Yeah,
Up the stairs.
there's that too.
I think it might be best for us to go inside at this point.
Yeah. Well, we got part of the way up.
Yeah. At this point, you guys can look down and you see the Templars starting to try to assemble themselves. There's cries of alarm as they find the two bodies.
Oops.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
And let me just roll.
Tempted to scream, I did that, but I just really don't think it's an appropriate time.
And you also see them. You see a couple of them kind of like search up the pyramid and point at you guys.
Well, we tried.
Karnos, let me climb upon your shoulders, and I will be a mobile turret as you run up the steps. And
Mobile turret.
Thought we were ducking inside, or if that's an option.
You can duck inside. There is a kind of a. I guess you could say kind of like a window carved through.
Yes, they've seen us. There's no use carrying on up this way. We have lost the element of surprise. Let's go inside.
Yep.
All right, so you dive in. Not much blocking your way, all things considered. All right. So, where are you guys in this thing? All right.
I'm gonna draw more purple dots.
No, I'm just trying to figure out which of the floors you guys are on. Ah, I know where you are. As you go through, you find yourselves in what appears to be a storage room. Implements, and I realize it's not quite a storage room as it is a storage room full of unsavory tools that are used for the rituals.
Mhm.
Different types of ceremonial blades. A few of the different slabs that are used to kind of, at different points of the years, be changed out to best appeal to the two suns. Two moons, not suns. 2 moons. Brain. Thank you.
One of the two. It's something.
Yeah, two celestial bodies. No, 2 moons.
Can I look around at these weapons and... Is one of the brain pullers there?
One of the what?
The brain pullers. The ones that go up the nose to pull the brain out.
Oh. Sure. Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Can I take that, please?
Okay.
This might be useful later. I secrete
There's
it
still-
inside my robes.
There's still dried blood on the handle of that.
You might want to rinse that off before you. Oh, you just put it in there. Never mind.
I think we should hurry off now.
Yeah. Let's start heading in.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and have my rapier and dagger out prepared.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah. I think I'll pull my rapier out in one hand. And hell, my new brain puller in the other.
Hello, how are you? I'm sure there's an actual word for it. I just...
It's technically an embalming tool.
Yeah. But, good torture attack device. Yeah. Okay.
It's a brain plucker. I think that's the actual term for it.
Ah, sorry.
Nose scratcher is also another one.
Oh,
Yeah. I think crochet needle is another one.
oh, gosh. No. All right.
What have we done?
I don't know.
I wish to apologize on behalf of everyone everywhere.
You all, as you kind of, crack open the door for the storage room out into the hallway. Again, it's a pretty simplistic setup. Is there's a hallway that kind of leads back and forth between the stairs, and just rooms on basically either side. Yeah, you don't see anybody out here right now.
Okay. It's all leading up to stairs, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess start. If the stairs go up, presumably they're going to go in the right direction. So as long as I don't think there's anything horrible in the way, then I guess we'll go.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys climb up the first set of stairs, which are less steep than the ones outside. Having the room to actually incline a little nicer. The next floor also seems to be quiet. Again, more storage rooms. And memories are kind of coming back to you as you kind of go through Karnas. You're like, yep, okay, storage rooms, yep. And as you get to the next flight of stairs, you're like, okay, I know what's coming up next. As you guys climb up these steps. And you know this to be the slave quarters, Karnoth, where you used to spend most of your time when you were not in the temples.
I just quietly, as we're heading up, say, we're almost home. And wait, we get up
there. Again, you have sets of rooms, but you can hear kind of quiet murmuring behind doors. Very hushed.
These are the slave quarters. Yeah, it would now be in. I actually just sort of look. I think actually, yeah, I'm just gonna probably even do this without consulting anyone because it's just like if I were the palace slaves by and large very docile like I was, or do I think they would run given the chance? At least the ones that I knew back in the day.
The ones that you knew, kind of ranged between. Most of them would just kind of, keep their heads low, be docile, like the merciful father of life has kept them alive, despite, slaying all their friends and families from wherever they came from.
Yeah.
Some others would curse his name under, this most secretive of times. They were good at hiding it, though. It's the only way to live.
Okay. I think, if there are they like bound? Are the doors? Were the doors usually locked? Were they locked in there, or was it something where they were bound here, or did they have free run of the?
The doors for most of the rooms are locked on the outside, minus the what you could say are the coordinators. You could say the people who were kind of more the slaves that were more in charge, I guess you could say, had more responsibilities. Their rooms would be unlocked, and they were kind of given some range, some movement to go around.
And here I think is the key question. Did I have oh, good Lord. Did I have any idea where the key was?
Was that an accidental pun?
That was an accidental pun. I caught it just before I said it, and I was like, nope, let's just finish this sentence.
You were already there. There was no stopping.
Yeah. It's like,
all right.
Achievement unlocked.
You can make me a general intelligence general intelligence check if you would like, or a history to try to remember. It's been a while since you've been here.
Yeah, I will try history. 14.
A 14. It's you would think they'd be on the coordinators, if anything.
Yeah. They might have keys down there. Do you think we might have a moment to cause that secondary distraction you were talking about earlier?
What?
These are the slave quarters. We can let them out. Those rooms down there should be open. There may be keys in there.
But if the slaves aren't all on board to say if some of them are still really loyal and don't want to die, they might turn on us.
Especially if they've just witnessed the ritual.
Yes, I don't think that it's wise to interfere with the slaves at this moment.
Yeah, and I've been pulled by 2 people at once from different sides, and if a lot of them come up and grab me, I'll be forced to kill them all, and I don't want to do that.
At this point, it is all or nothing. We have ourselves, we have our wits, and we have our weapons. I do not
You're
think
right.
distractions will help us any further, Karnath.
Not at this point, no. We can come back once we slay him.
You're right. You're right. We will come back after. Yes. Very well.
Yeah, see, we can still save them.
This way leads further up.
So, what was the decision?
They have convinced me not to stop to release them yet, and that we'll take care of it after after taking care of the Sorcerer King.
Okay.
Yeah. They've just seen the ritual, so that's also like, yeah, gonna be a
Very
big
much.
thing.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So you guys can continue up. There's another floor of slave quarters. And then you find yourself in the kitchens area, where this is the food storage where food's made. And you know you're getting close to the living quarters.
Okay, we're almost there. Living quarters across the kitchens and up. Basically, is that? I communicate that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And as you go up another one, you find yourselves in a more open room now. It's almost as it expands out. Of some of the finest luxuries some of you would have ever seen. Beds, smaller ones. So you realize this is probably where the children of the Father of Life rest.
Oh.
The man named many children.
We don't have time for the children either right now.
Are they in the beds? Any of them
Yes.
in the bed? Oh, okay. Say.
They will not help us. Devoted.
We are
Yeah.
so close. We must get to the top.
I am in agreement.
You go up another floor, and this is filled with, again, it's kind of like more of a lounge area, filled with, extravagant cloths and the smell of incense still in the air. This is where the concubines spend their time during the day, taking care of the children, entertaining. You know the next floor up is going to be where the concubines sleep. And the floor after that is the Father of Life.
Yep. And just let them know these things. Let's say it's concubine area, concubines bed area. And the Father of Life should be up there. Those are his quarters.
So are we gonna run into anybody here? I mean, is this something we have to worry about?
After this soon after the ceremony, it's possible, but may still be up there. Yes. Actually, would they be asleep at this point? Well, I mean, the alarm just got raised, so
Yeah.
we might. But yeah.
It is a risk we must take. Let us go. There is no turning back now, as we have said.
Mad dash.
If you would
you
prefer
trying
not
to
to bloody your hands, I will understand, but I will not hold back.
Okay, so here's a question. Do you guys want to go quickly or quietly?
I will be sneaking.
I wrote quietly as well.
I'll attempt it. Sure. Let's try.
Yeah, let's give that a shot. See if that does anything.
I just
Okay.
got such tiny little feet. It shouldn't be too bad. Just pit pat, pit pat.
Yeah, let's.
Ah, Chinook.
Nope.
I am not with them.
He's on the ceiling running.
The two rogues quickly slip into the shadows as they head up. Yeah. So the two of them would, two of you, Ahmed and Rosa, as you come up to the top of the steps, you find us again kind of in the more open concept kind of rooms. Several more of these beds. But you're able, because of the kind of silk curtaining that covers each of them, you're able to sneak away without notice. And Blones and Karnos, as you round up, trying very careful. Probably while you're taking longer, you're trying really hard to be sneaky. And you see Rosa and Ahmed kind of close to the end of the room as you round up and start walking. And as you do, there's a rustle of cloth moving. And you see a woman kind of part the cloth of the curtain around her bed. She kind of peers out in the dark. Dear, that's you. You should go back to sleep. It's way too past your bedtime.
I shoot her in the throat.
You what?
Okay.
You what? What are you doing to her?
So it's a, I was gonna say, it is a, it was, yeah, this arrow just kind of by her and embeds it, pins the.
Can I retroactively? Oh no, because she doesn't know that I'm in combat, so I have
God damn it! Fucking
advantage.
assassinate. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, so that's a 22. 23.
Yeah, you just straight up. Karnos, you watch as this arrow just pierces through her throat and she falls back onto the bed.
I try to catch her as she's falling, and I just sort of quietly set her down. Just, I'm sorry.
Oh snap! That was crazy.
Rosalind is like death glaring at you right now. It's taking like every bit of her to not fight you herself. This is not what she wanted, was to kill innocent people.
It is all or nothing at the moment. If someone gives us away, this will plague me for generations. But right now, we have to kill the king.
You better right this wrong when we're done.
Yes, but please, let us keep our voices down. I killed her so that she would be quiet.
She just kind of shakes her head and like motions for the two of them to join them.
Going to cover her with the blanket so that it looks like she's just in the bed asleep, and keep going.
As you get up to the next floor, this kind of dread all kind of setting into you as you realize the stakes of this. You enter into the very empty bedchambers of the Father of Life.
These are his bedchambers.
Oh, I'm going to piss on that bed.
You can save that for later.
Oh man.
Are
He's
we
not
We need to
returned.
find him and end him.
sure that
But if
he's
we
not
don't-
here?
Yeah. He may still be. Is there a the altar's like somewhere up top, right? It's
The
like,
altar is right at the top,
Yeah.
essentially. It's placed on top of the pyramid, in a sense.
Okay. So he may still be up top. But yeah.
Up
He
there
did not
waiting
have
for
the
us.
ability to. He did not have the ability to. Well, I misspeak. But he did not often turn invisible. He wanted people to see him.
Speak of. Ooh, good call, Karnoth. Detect magic. Detect magic. I'ma feel this place till I find something good.
You feel it out. Feel it out. You you're kind of you don't feel a ping of like, hello, here's this big magic thing, but you're definitely getting this there's kind of this general sense of, you know, energy in the air that you're kind of picking up. So basically you don't detect anything specific, but kind of that weird tingling sensation of like magic.
There's
Except,
definitely. Oh, go ahead, buddy.
except for me, of course. I'm pinging lots of magic.
Oh
now.
yeah, he's pinging a bunch of stuff. Like, so when you're kind of focusing on the room, you're like, nothing. And then you look at, and then you ping on Ahmed. His sword is pinging.
We'll address that later.
And something's in his pocket that's pinging.
Not the time. We'll address that later. Well, there's definitely pheromones in the air here. But I don't sense any. I don't sense him hiding magically. So this room is clear.
Now I guess is the time to ask if I remember of any other vulnerabilities that he that I think perhaps he might have had that would have involved stuff that he had to get from his bedchamber or what have you. If such things exist, I don't know, but just thought I'd check, get that
Yes,
that off the list.
Yeah,
but-
button that
yeah,
turns
it's-
his magic off.
Something that turns his magic.
Click.
Yeah, just roll me again, kind of intelligence history, that kind of
Okay.
thing.
Alrighty. No. Nope.
Yeah, you
Nothing I can do.
you weren't with him very much whenever he prepared for these things.
Yeah.
So he
Alright.
always did it in privacy of his own. Yeah, Ahmed, you're not really picking up anything.
I'm not so much looking for the same things. I'm just looking for interesting shit.
Yeah, there's not really much super interesting. Like, this is the place of a very powerful, wealthy person, so who like kind of doesn't even need to have money in their bed chambers. They have people to deal with that.
You need to go up and
Yes.
start and find him. It's time to end this.
Yes.
He's waiting for us.
It's time.
We're so fucked. For real. He's probably up there with like just stuff that just destroys things that I really want this to happen, but I'm very
Does not,
scared.
my friend, it does not matter. All that matters is that we try and are seen trying. If we do not succeed, others will follow. Let us go.
I hope so.
Okay. The next couple floors, the vaults, are eerily quiet. And it's just, you can almost feel the oppressive dread that even with any bravado or bravery settles upon your shoulders. And you reach what you know will be the final steps that will lead you back outside and to the altar.
What can we see? What do we see?
And as you kind of like look out, you can see the expanse of sky above. And the moons.
Do we see
right
him?
around its peak above.
Ooh. Astrology question. Is there
Yes.
a conjunction of some sort this evening that perhaps the ceremony might take advantage of?
Oh. Ooh. I'll give it to you because you're the astrologer.
Yes.
This is this night is known to be symbolically at least a night of rebirth, of renewal, of reformation.
It's the night of rebirth. He may be trying that. No, my first thought is he's trying that thing that well, actually, I don't know how many people heard about what Calic tried, but it's one of those things where it's like, yes, he's trying. I'll just say what I said before. Tonight he is trying to increase his power. I hope we are not too late.
Let us hurry.
I mean, we might just get a victory by pushing him off this steep ass pyramid. For real, if he just bump down. I mean,
It's a long way down.
It is certainly something we can consider.
Could you imagine, though? Like, you work so hard to get to this part of the fight. The GM's like, all right, let's go, let's fight. And you just push them off and they die. Like, so anticlimactic.
Gravity, his only weakness.
Boy.
drop kick him.
Do we see him though when we get up there?
As you take those last few steps up until the top of the pyramid, there's a bit of a raised dais, I guess you could say, where you see the stone slab, sacrificial one, perched on it. And you see a man standing there as he looks up at the two moons. He is not as impressive as you would imagine a man of such reputation to look like. He had fairly narrow eyes, wide nose, pretty heavy set face.
Oh, is he looking towards us?
He's not looking toward. He's facing towards you guys, but he's currently looking up.
Is there a way we can skirt around behind him?
It's gonna be hard.
I'd like to cast invisibility on Ahmed.
Okay. And
there's no ceiling, but do you do the thing.
And right before that, as you're kind of coming up, if your detect magic is still on, blown, is it? Before you cast invisibility?
I mean, it was up until I cast invisibility, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so right before then, as you were coming up, you would have gotten 2 pings of this kind of the same type, the same kind of magic, the same strength that are the 2 pings coming off of Ahmed.
The same as pinging from where?
They're coming from the Father of Life.
From him. Oh.
So 2 of the same kind of pings are coming from him.
The battle of the elements.
So I just got real close as I'm turning him invisible, and I was kind of leaning into him. I'm like, hey, whatever you've got under your robes there, no gross shit, but your magical stuff. he's got stuff like that too. So just be wary.
The thing you got under your cloak, he's got under. I'm sorry.
The same thing, but just matching set. So just be careful not to give him the rest.
I appreciate your warning, Blondes, and your gift. You are truly
Yeah.
an asset.
Oh, well, thank you. I always thought so too.
And I would like to sneak up on this person.
Okay. Roll me a stealth with advantage.
Roll 20.
Now.
Roll 20.
Looks like we got
Calculating.
a
You're so invisible that the roll 20 didn't even know.
Yeah.
Really good invisibility.
There we go.
I know somebody rolled here.
That'll be a 30.
Yeah, you stealth off. What are the rest of you doing as Ahmed
I am
disappears?
holding a spell, or I am channeling / prepping /
So Rosalind has been fairly calm up to this moment, but finally seeing this man up close, she finishes up the steps and is like equal flooring as him, throws back her hood, and she's going to call out to him to get his attention, mostly to grab it so that Ahmed can go wherever the hell he's going. She's like, hey, I'm here to finish what Liam started. Liam was her betrothed.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
No, I totally got that. Yeah,
Okay.
he kind of from his gaze above all, looking up at the two moons, he slowly brings his head down. Hmm. Are you now?
I am.
Well, as you can see, I'm a little busy. And now that you are looking, you see a person laid out on the slab. You think they're probably already dead, just from the blood dripping off of the altar. And Ahmed, you recognize this as the wizard companion that you had, who had the other two stones.
Let me know as soon as I'm allowed to stab him.
I will further distract him by standing by standing up next to Rosalind, throwing off my hood, and say, "And she is not alone. Tektagile, you are no father. Your reign ends tonight." And I say the picture of the image of the sun blazing in my hand.
Blondes?
Is Blonde saying anything? Or just
Oh
trying
yeah. I was just charging up, and I'm like just kind of circling around so that we're not all bunched together, and I'll probably stay like, down to the side, and I'm just waiting. I don't know when to unleash this. I'm charging up a fireball and just throwing this.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do it while they're like, I don't want to hurt them.
Yeah. So as you shout these things, he's just kind of. I suppose it didn't hurt to have an audience coming of a new god. And you watch as he plunges his hands into the chest of this person.
While he's doing
And-
that, can I stab him?
I just want to stab, please.
And as he rips out the heart, I'm gonna get everyone to roll initiative.
No. Yes.
But my sneak attack.
pull up the stats, shall we?
You want to stop going before me? That'd be nice.
Let's see. Ah, okay. You got the jump on him.
The dice tell the tale.
The dice tell the tale.
I plunge my blade into his back, and shout Maya as I become corporeal again.
And as you do, the flames of the sword out from being within a 24.
And of course, he hasn't attacked yet. So that is a critical.
That's a critical success.
What do I roll for fire?
Roll a d12 with that firestone.
So 2d12 then.
Yup.
Uh, 11,
Sorry.
25, 34, 41.
Yeah, so as you guys just watch him holding this heart in his hands, the blood dripping down his arm, you watch as the blade suddenly pierces through him from behind. And a light. As Ahmed appears behind. And you hear this guttural shout from the Father of Life. All right. We are gonna go.
And he dies. The end.
Yeah. Now we can kick him down the side of the pyramid.
Oh, if it was only so easy like that.
Oh!
I mean, I'm technically dual wielding at the moment.
Oh, you know? Okay.
So, as a bonus action, can I make an offhand attack? Using
Okay.
the embalming tool. Should I just use dagger
Okay.
stats, or?
Yeah, I'll just use data stats.
Oh my god.
That'll be a 23, because he still hasn't attacked yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't get the +5 from my dex on this, so that is only 3, 6, 10. Another 10 points of damage.
Okay. He's still fine. He's still good. But you have dealt a mighty blow. Next up, Blones.
Ah, everything is coming together so well. Okay. I want to take the fire in my hands and be like, he's doing it! He's doing fire!
And shoot off 3 rays of fire at and try not to hit Ahmed.
Okay.
As he's right next to
You're literally right behind him.
the deity. Let's see here. Spells with advantage because he's within 5 feet. So first ray,
Oh,
second ray,
yeah.
third ray.
Okay, the 16 does not hit, but the 19 does.
Okay. So first ray damage.
Yep,
Or wait, it's a 23. It's with advantage because of packed
Ah.
apples.
correct.
So first ray is 20. Second ray is 11.
Mhm.
And third ray is 5. So 31, 36.
Very nice. Yeah. Whew. Ouch. Yeah, you basically just start, as you see the fire from the sword erupt, you respond
Oh,
with
Fire.
more fire.
my man. Fire.
Realizing that as you finish that, realizing that she had perhaps underestimated. She's going to use a legendary action. I'm going to need everyone to make me a dex saving throw.
Ooh.
You do have a nat 20, Kyle. Kiana, you have 2 nat 20s and an advantage. I have a nat 1 and an advantage.
Awesome. Okay, so with that, you guys are. Let me check something. You guys only take half damage, which is nice.
Oh, good.
My preference is 0, really,
Yeah.
but I'll take it.
Oh,
wow. Okay.
So you guys take half of 19, which my brain is doing math here. 9 points of damage.
Okay.
I round down.
I would rather take 4. As I use my reaction to dodge uncannily.
Like, can I do that as well?
Sure. Yes, you can use your reaction to do that. As
Sweet.
bolts of lightning gets called from the skies out of nowhere. And you guys are able to dance a little bit out of the way, but still get shocked. And as you kind of jump out of the way, you're realizing how close you are to the edge of the pyramid. We're talking about like a 30-foot square at the top here. All right. Next up is Rosa.
Okay. Hi. I'm going to run at him and stabby.
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 Yep, that hits.
Because of our friend over there, the other rogue is within 5 feet. Is he still within 5 feet?
Yeah, uncanny
because
dodge
of-
doesn't make you move. You just...
Okay. So yeah, take that, and then an offhand attack. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Very nice. As you just go in and you just, you basically add another blade next to Ahmed's that just left this burning hole in him. Again, another kind of cry out of pain. Karnos, what do you want to do?
Okay. So I step forward, and as I am hurling this fiery sphere up into the air, I cry out, the power of the sun shall outshine your dark ritual. And it goes up and raise Coruscate off of it, and I'm casting Beacon of Hope.
Nice.
Which is basically just a support spell, but for all of us in the party, for the duration, which is up to a minute. Each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and will regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing, which is probably going to be coming up shortly.
Awesome. Just remind me when that comes into play for whatever things happen. All right. So, with that, it's the Father of Life's turn. Okay. Let's see. He is going to. I know. He is going to take clutching what you see is a kind of orange rust colored glowing stone. He is going to kind of hold it out in front of him, and with this kind of ragged, breath behind it from these sudden wounds, says, Maya. And for, who is it? Rosa and Ahmed, I need you both to make me, Constitution saving throws.
Oh.
Looks like wisdom saving throws from here, but I mean, maybe it's fun.
Sure. Um,
I'm pretty dodgy. Looks like a dex.
unfortunately, a 14 does not save. As Rosa, you start feeling like your feet are heavier. And as you look down, you see stone of the pyramid come and start to form around and almost meld into your flesh as you are weighed down by what feels like stone within your very self.
She's kind of like panicking. You can clearly like, see in her eyes, like she's, I don't know what's happening, like kind of slashing at it to make it stop, but clearly it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, it's starting to kind of creep up your leg. And with the other action, she's gonna cast a spell on you, Blones. And he is going to cast
Friends?
Okay. Sure.
I knew it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he wants. Totally. Let's do looking up these spells. You are suddenly surrounded by a cloud of something. And I'm gonna need you to take a Constitution saving throw. As you start to breathe in, it starts to kind of hurt your lungs. But you're able to only take half damage of this. As this cloud kill spell surrounds you with, so you take 11 points.
Burns my throat. That's saying something.
Water.
I'm on fire.
So that entire area is surrounded now by this poisonous gas.
Okay. I'm hurting. I'm hurting.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Do I need to make a Constitution save? My brain went away for a moment.
Nope, you're totally you're out of this area. You're
Outside.
fine.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Ahmed.
Screaming in pain.
Oh.
Ahmed will leave the sword in his body, still burning, and try and wrestle that stone from his hand.
Make an athletics check, I guess.
Could I maybe know Kung Fu and use acrobatics?
Sleight of hand. I mean,
Sleight of hand, maybe? Maybe?
Sure.
wait.
Cause I'm sure. Yeah. I'm gonna use a nat 20.
Uh-huh.
As you try to grab the stone, he just basically backhands you. And he's gonna use a legendary action again. Because he can.
He needs to not.
Can you not do that? That'd be great.
Can I persuade him otherwise? You don't want to do this.
Yeah. I'm sure he doesn't want to do this at all.
No. No.
I rolled anyway. I just wanted to see.
Yeah, no. As you try to grab it and you backhand at Ahmed, she said, "You dare!" And I'm gonna need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
With advantage.
You do.
Balls.
You are frightened
Oh.
as you watch as the power of this is a deity in front of you. This is a powerful being who you just stabbed, disrupted, and she is going to bring down divine justice upon you.
And I've left the fucking sword in his body.
You have.
But it is still burning, so does he take another d12 damage?
You know what? How about we'll say so, just to be nice.
A little thing.
Okay.
I like
Very well.
hers.
And I will use the rest of my movement to flee.
Yep, you run off. Blones!
I am running out of fumigation cloud. Screaming. It burns! It burns! Oh,
Are you running towards the Father's Life, or are you heading towards, you would be towards Karnos, essentially?
Yeah, just around, not
Yeah.
straight through it. So yeah, just kind of taking off, running through it, and trying to pat myself out, get it off me. I look at him, you dirty mother, and then I want to cast. Now that Ahmed is not on him, I cast Fireball, and just keep it. I know Rosa's a little kind of close, but she was stuck, right? She got stuck in the thing, and he was fighting with. Okay, so yeah, just close enough that I don't hit, or far enough over that I don't hit her, and just pick up a big fireball, and throw my basketball-sized ball of love at his face.
Okay.
I can't use a nat 20 on this because it's not attack roll.
It's a save, right?
Yeah, he has a save, dex save.
Okay. What's your dex like? It's not great. Let's use a nat 20 on that.
Boo. Okay.
Okay, so that's having that damage.
So only 12.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Using the nat 20, sorry.
I was using that 20, yes,
Yep.
to save on that.
Good, that's all your nat 20's got.
someone just throw that up and then keep running. And then, like the outskirt, like skirting the outside of this whole endeavor. I don't want to get close to him.
Mm-hmm. Very well. Rosa.
Do I roll anything, or am I just?
Yes, you can
stuck?
make a Constitution save.
So that is
The stone starts climbing further up your leg.
So I still can't do anything, or
You can attack us kind of if you're using kind of your arms and upper body. It would just be at disadvantage, and you won't be able to move essentially.
Okay. Fuck it.
that's the spirit.
With a 10 does not hit though.
That nat 20 would have been nice.
That was-
Yeah, no. And a 13 doesn't either.
No.
If you're within melee range, does that mean Rosa takes the fireball damage? I'm sorry to be that team member. I'm sorry.
No, he targeted away from me.
Yeah, it
So-
would have just from the direction, you would have been fine.
Okay.
No worries. All right.
I
Next
just
up
can't do
is
anything.
Karnath.
Okay. So first off, bonus action, mass healing word,
Okay.
which I'm casting at level 3, and so it's to max it out. That's going to be 7 hit points back to everyone.
Mhm.
And then I have a question: is Rosa affected by the paralyzed condition?
Yes, basically.
Okay, because that tells me my next course of action. I'm going to. She's like right next to the guy, or does it?
Yeah, she's basically right next to him.
Okay. Can I get to her without hitting the cloud or what have you?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna run around, come up behind her, and I'm going to touch her on the shoulder, and just sort of whisper, "May this blight be burned away from you." And I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration,
Mhm.
which is an end one condition, basically.
All right.
Affecting it. I want to end that condition that's on her. And have the rays of the sun burn away the stone that's creeping up her, hopefully.
Yeah, so you still have stone kind of casing it, but you don't feel that heaviness on you anymore. So you'll be good to go next time out. It's the Father of Life's turn.
Yay!
The cloud seems to kind of, almost as if like rolling fog, just kind of starts moving outwards from its center point, where it's going to move. It moved 10 feet, which is now going to start catching Ahmed and Rosa within it. So we'll deal with that because it's the start of the turn kind of thing. But
So it's on him too, though, right?
it is, but
I'm just saying he's not a real deity. Whatever.
yeah, but he's powerful as heck.
True, we have to like over 100 damage to him already. It's pretty
Thank you.
up there.
Thank you, Lydia, for the nat 20.
Okay. Ooh. Gonna look at you, Karnoth. As his eyes kind of narrow. The disowned child returns once more, doesn't he?
You knew I would be back one day.
Oh, it gets tiring after a while, doesn't it? Always coming back, never grateful. As
You
she...
betrayed me.
Sorry,
So
yep.
I would have given my life for you. But you showed your true character. And for that I cannot do. For what you did, there is no forgiveness.
Unfortunate. And okay, I am going to need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okie doke. Constitution.
That is a save.
Yay!
And you're going to take half of. God, I will. You're going to take half of that. So, half of.
19.
So you're going to take 19 points of damage.
I'm so glad I just healed myself.
As you feel necromantic energy just start eating away.
Oh, hey, how much was your mass healing word for?
It was for a total of 7 points. It's a D4 plus my modifier. It's a D4 plus my modifier, so that's 4 plus 3 is 7.
Okay.
Yeah. As you feel like your very flesh and soul kind of withers. Okay. Ahmed.
Okay. So Cash. Okay.
Wisdom save, right? To stop being
Mm-hmm.
frightened. With advantage, because the Beacon of Hope's still up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
11?
Nope.
But I can attack from a distance, right? I just can't approach it.
Yes, and let me check on frightened. Frightened. You You also have disadvantage on attack rolls.
How does a nat 20 work on a disadvantage?
I'll let you use it, but that will end
Looks
your
like we got a
turn.
new friend.
Thanks, Susie, for the raid. Welcome. That'll end my turn. Well, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna have much else to do. He didn't touch the sword, so that's still burning away. I'm gonna turn and fire Karnoff's crossbow at him using my nat 20.
Okay. You can do that. Oh!
Wasted it!
Holy shit!
Even at disadvantage, I would have nat 20'd you. Okay, so there is another 20 points of damage.
Yup.
And
Roll that d12 for the sword.
can I crit that as well, even though I'm not wielding it?
No.
Oh.
No.
I did originally crit it, though. I mean...
Yes, but you did. No. I am being nice here.
And I am pushing the boundaries. Of course.
Blones. Oh. Yeah. Blones. Yeah.
Bravery time. Okay. Got a little bit of healing, so that was nice. Okay, so I'm going to run over. Kobold, quick. Jump on his back.
Okay.
And use my nat 20 to try to pull out the sword from his back.
Okay.
And then bring it over to Ahmed.
Okay,
Who
yeah, you...
is currently in the cloud of gas. I didn't make any
Oh,
rolls.
not that close. Not that close. Nope. Sorry, I'll only do so much. Nope. Get it close to the cloud of death, and then it's here. I'll leave it here for you. I'll kick it or throw it to him. Something into the cloud with him.
Yeah, that was the thing that I forgot. Ahmed, I need with the cloud kill. You didn't make me a Constitution saving though.
Am I rolling it?
Yes,
You're holding on to
you
that
could
nat
use your
one?
nat 20 here if you would like, but
I already used it, didn't I?
oh yeah, you used it for that. Yes. Nah, you take 19 points of damage.
As I uncannily dodge the gas, I take 9.
Bro,
Can you if it's an AoE like that?
I don't know.
that's-
I'm looking it up right now.
I think it's a dex save, but I mean.
Yeah, I think it has to be like a specific kind of save.
I think it's dex.
Starting at 5th level, when an attacker that you can see. Okay, yep, no. The gas.
Yeah, no, you take those 19 points of damage.
In that case, Ahmed falls to the ground.
As you kind of like pull the sword out, well, as you look back.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Someone else you know is proficient in rapiers.
Okay, here. I run over to her and set and kind of toss it at her.
Toss it out.
Yeah. Not in the cloud, and then get as far as my little legs will carry me away from that cloud, and then.
Okay. Very nice. Rosa.
Okay, so I'm in the cloud now, but I'm not paralyzed, so
Yeah,
I can
so you-
move. Or
You
said
do
the
start your
rocks-
turn. You start your turn in the cloud thing.
But am I able to move?
You were able to
You
move.
said that, like rocks were still on me,
Yeah.
so that's why I was.
You're able to move.
So
So you are gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw because you start your turn in the cloud. You're fine, but you're still gonna take half of the damage, but that's not nearly as bad.
That's
Right?
fine.
Oh my god, I
Oh.
rolled really high on that. That's 14.
Ew.
Woman, I thought we were friends. Okay, it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. So now that I have this flaming rapier, she is going to charge at him Is he in the cloud or
He's kind of right on the edge of it.
I'm getting out of the cloud?
Mm-hmm.
I'm charging at him. So 21.
21 does it.
There's no allies within 5 feet, is there?
Nope.
No, okay. And then D12 for the flaming damage?
Yes.
Okay. So
Very nice.
18. And then I guess let's offhand dagger. Nope.
Yeah, no. This second time he just, kind of uses his arm. But with the rapier attack in and the flames again, you see a kind of as blood starts to kind of trickle out of his mouth.
See, he does.
Yeah. With that, he's going to use a legendary action.
Oh, crap.
No. I persuade again. You don't want to do that.
We're gonna dex save and throw again. Well, Ahmed kind of auto fails.
Oh man.
Oof. Everybody?
Wait, we have no. It's wisdom. He gets an advantage on those death saving throws, doesn't he?
You do get advantage. Yeah, he gets advantage on death saving throws while the beacon's lit.
Yeah, but
If I get true killed in that time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Thank you, Don, I think.
Stop!
What did you...
Oh, joy!
He's already beating us.
Thank you, Don.
Oh boy.
Are
Her
we all
smile just
making?
gets slowly bigger.
Are we all making saving throws?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're all
you
making
are.
dex saves,
It's
yeah.
dex.
Dex
Okay.
saves.
Stupid
Yay.
little legendary attack.
Oh, crap! I'm unusually dexterous today.
As your rogues both die slowly.
No slowly about it. That was one hit, full health, nothing.
17 points of damage, halved for
I take half too. So
I can't halve it, so I'm not conscious. If I take 2 more points of damage, I'm true dead.
boy.
But it doesn't work that way exactly. You just fail a death saving throw automatically, essentially, if you take damage.
Okay.
It's only if you like attacked you while you were down, I guess. Like,
Yeah, so basically they get crit on you if they attack you, and if you take damage, you take a death saving throw.
Just
So
one
8
death saving
fail.
throw, or...
Crit is 2, right? And then
A crit
normal.
is 2.
Yeah,
so that
yours
is
have the
2.
1. Is it 2?
My
So-
brain is
I
trying to
think
remember.
it's only
Let's
two.
just do 1. Let's just do 1. We'll be nice.
DM called it just 1. So
We'll just do
8
1.
8 damage is what we're taking.
Yes.
Math.
As
No.
again, another bolt of lightning gets called from the heavens.
Not feeling so good, guys.
All right, Kronos.
Okay. So let's see. I unfortunately don't have a lot of healing left, but I can do what I can. Let's see. Ahmed is down. Who is down right now? Just Ahmed?
Just Ahmed.
Okay. Everyone else. Is he still in the cloud?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to use my action to. Can I use my action basically to run? It'll probably take my action, right? I go around to try to grab him and drag him out of it. Okay. So I will use my my regular action to do that, and my bonus action to cast Healing Word on him. Just the regular Healing Word. And that again is. Oh, you know what? I could do that. I could totally do that.
You could do
Can I-
that.
I in fact, hang on. I can cast it at using a second level spell slot,
Okay.
and to increase it by by another D4, so that would make it 8, 9, 10, 11 points.
You are back up, Ahmed. Your throat and lungs are still burning from the poisoning.
I'm just like, come on, my friend, we're not done yet.
All right. It is. Just shrug. It is the Father of Life's turn.
Yay.
Daddy, no. Daddy, please.
What is my HP?
Your HP is 11.
Okay.
Hit point additions always go from a base of 0
Okay.
when you're unconscious. Okay. He is going to take out a different stone. This one is white and glowing.
Nope.
As again, blood trickling out of his mouth. Maya. I need everyone to either make me a dex or a strength saving throw. As a giant gust of wind.
I know which I'd
starts
prefer.
Again, am I rolling?
Yay.
Yeah, you're conscious. You're good.
No, I mean, I've got a nat 1. You can call on me at some point.
Oh yeah, you're rolling.
What are you saving that for?
I don't know. Fun times. Rosa, you skid to the edge of the pyramid. You were able to grab on to the edge right before you tumble off. So you're hanging there. And again, that was just one action. And with his actual action, he is going to cast he turns towards Loans.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Mhm.
When I get knocked back, can we say that I dropped the flaming rapier up top?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I would have dropped both my dagger and my rapier, the flaming one, as I fell back and try to catch myself. So it's where I left. If that's cool.
Yeah. Loans. You feel again that kind of you feel energy wash over you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I haven't had anything wash over me in quite some time. Okay. 18?
Okay, you'll take half of that damage of
1d6? Oh, it's not 1d6. Okay.
So that's 16 points of damage.
Exactly how many hit points I had? Awesome. Okay.
You
Yep, I'm down.
as the energy starts to wither from Blones.
Oh, my beautiful scales. Yep. Curl up in a little ball and just shrivel.
All right, Ahmed.
Is the Beacon of Hope still up?
Yeah.
It's a minute, so we got 10 rounds of it, so we've only used 2 or 3 rounds so far.
Having undergone an unconscious condition, do I wake still frightened?
No.
Excellent. I run in to grab up the flaming sword.
Okay.
I take said flaming sword. And I stab at thee.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Shouting Maya once more.
All right. Okay. Ooh, he's getting pretty low, guys.
Good. Offhand. Grabbing my dagger from my side. I try and slice it across him. That'll do.
Yeah.
Hey, mate, am I getting sneak attack at the moment?
No.
Balls, okay. Oh, my sneak attack's only been little this whole time.
Right. You're still good though. Okay. Yeah, so you stab into him once more with the rapier and then another slash with the dagger as you cut across his face.
Good. I've just realised this whole time I've had my sneak attack down as 1d6 instead of level 5, which is what? 3d6? 4d6?
It's 3d6, yeah.
That's okay.
Way to go, dude.
Now we know.
Oh no.
Well, you can make me a death saving throw.
Advantage because of Beacon of Hope.
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry.
Where's the little death saving throw tab? I'm so not used to hitting this.
It's
Oh wait.
Roll again.
no.
I'm feeling
That's-
super dead.
It hurts over here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty dead right now.
Rosa, you are dangling off of the edge of the pyramid.
I want to climb up, please.
Yep. That's going to take half your movement to do so.
Totally fine. In 15 speed, can I get to him?
I don't think so. You were kind of...
Well, fine. I will shoot him with my short bow then.
Rogues can take dash as a bonus action.
I'll shoot him with my short bow. I really don't want to get close again. Well, fine then. Well, Ahmed's next to him, isn't he?
Uh-huh.
So I have advantage. Take the 5, and then
You do got sneak attack.
yeah. So take that.
Yeah, them,
Okay.
them 3d6 sneak attacks look much better than 1d6.
They're much nicer. Yeah.
Yeah. You watch this arrow kind of dig into his shoulder, cracking open some of that armor that he wears.
I do want to move a little bit closer to be away from the edge, though. I did definitely want to do that.
Yeah. No worries.
Stop.
Let's use
stop
a
that.
legendary action.
No. I need you to die. That's what we need from you. Me?
Yeah, Haley takes D&D seriously. There's assassins on the way, Kiana. Watch out.
All of you except for Rosa, make me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm nervous. I don't even rolling, but I'm nervous.
Damn it, Sorcerer King. Would you roll something so I can call your nat 1 on you?
I automatically feel that, right?
Use weapons, please.
Why would you use weapons, guys?
Oh boy.
Do I auto fail that, or is it just Dex I auto fail?
That's a good question.
I mean, you still have Constitution on.
Yeah, you still have Constitution, so we'll let you still roll that.
Good, because that would have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's gonna be a that is gonna be a death saving throw fail for Blones. Karnoth, you're gonna take 24 points of damage.
Okay, I'm down.
No,
Unfortunately,
No.
Ahmed,
that put me over by 10. I don't know if that.
no, it's I do it by the your max HP in negative,
Okay, gotcha.
so you should be fine.
So I'm at -10.
And Ahmed, you are
What is this
Yeah.
attack, sorry?
This is his legendary action, of which it was a spell called well, not really a spell as it is a thing called Disrupting Life.
Oh!
Uh,
So definitely not something I can see then.
yeah.
Okay.
Trying to fourth all your damage.
Yeah. Hey, I've got 19 maximum HP, okay? I managed to survive a whole party trying to kill me using cunning
How do
action
you-
last time.
How do you have 19?
You
max?
roll 4 nat 1s when you roll your health, okay?
my
All right,
God.
that's a
Wow.
yeah, that's 12 points of damage to you.
Armor's down again. Not like this. Not like this.
Karnoth, you can
Just
make me a
me?
death saving throw
Excellent.
with
Is my
advantage.
spell? Yes, yay, my
Oh.
spell's still going good.
Your spell's still going.
Okay, where is the death saving throw on this sheet? Is it under death saves?
Yeah,
Alright.
just
Yes.
death save.
Nope.
Mm,
That's a 9.
roll again. Roll again.
Oh, yes,
Advantage.
that's right.
So
Oh, that's
Nope.
even better. Nate.
I'm
yes.
also being that player, but Beacon of Hope is concentration.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's, is it?
It's
Where-
Okay.
I scrolled
Let
up.
me
It's what it
check.
says. I'm sorry.
It is concentration up to, you're right. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have been
No
able to.
worries.
I'm sorry.
No worries. That's
No, it's
okay.
No, it doesn't
Never
matter.
fail.
F.
It's
One.
positive.
I'm just trying to be fair.
No, it's pretty fine, I'd say.
I appreciate it, guys. I have a lot of things happen in my brain.
Oh god, we're one retweet away from a Wild Magic serve as well.
It's
Also
also
a
the,
good one.
What number brings everyone back?
it's also the Father of Life's turn, isn't it? Everyone.
Is it not my turn?
No.
No. Oh yeah. Okay. So I got out of order because the legendary turn. Yeah. You're good.
Yeah, legendary actions, guys.
That confused me.
All right. Let's see.
She's just standing there waiting. Just like. "Hi."
It's cloudy up here.
Yeah. He is going to use. Yeah, Rosa is kind of there.
I'm not a threat.
You sure?
Yeah. If anything's a threat, it's himself.
Yeah.
You are
It's
your
clearly-
own worst enemy.
And the smog, all the smog up here is just awful for your health.
Yeah,
Clearly
no,
the most dangerous thing up here.
we have another Wild Magic Surge.
Let's roll this.
Kidding?
Or, yeah, let's roll this.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. What do you? I will. If you would like the Wild Magic Surge, possibly I will let you guys give it to him as a possibility of being good or bad, or roll it randomly.
I vote random.
I vote random.
Okay.
It's too much pressure to decide.
Yeah.
With the 5.
Is that him anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Lovely.
423 is the number currently. If you guys in chat would like to add to the Wild Magic Surge table, you can do so in our Discord channel. It is under the suggestion box tab. All the suggestions go into the table.
84.
Add Sorcerer King dies to the table, folks. Just go in and do that, would you?
A ring appears on your finger.
Uh-huh.
It bears the symbol of a noble.
Uh-huh.
Now this
That's
information is DM only, but it doesn't seem relevant, so I'm going to tell everyone anyway. They cannot remove the ring without help.
That's my
Whatever.
ring. Take that
Now
off.
Now we can, now
Yeah,
we can
he-
vote over our dead bodies with this new ring.
Yeah, Rosa, your ring, your engagement ring had fallen off when you got blasted away. And he kind of picks it up, puts it on his fingers as he slowly approaches you. And he presses one hand up to your chest And I would like you to roll me another Constitution saving throw. Ooh, very nice. You, yeah, you feel this like chill run through you, and almost as your muscles freeze up again, but you shake it off. He kind of frowns at that.
Okay.
And as that happens, says, "If you want to live, I suggest getting down on your knees. Bow before your god."
Does he still have like blood coming
Yeah.
out of his mouth? Okay.
Mhm.
How far away is the rapier of fire?
I died next to him, so
Yeah, and he
that's
walked
pretty-
up to you about 20 feet. So about 20 feet away.
Rick's get dash.
I know. I'm just trying to.
But before we go there, let's metavision. Let's do that nat 1 on that death saving throw for Ahmed, so you don't have to roll that.
Two fails.
Oh yeah, there's turns ahead of me.
Um,
No, hang on.
Blones?
If you nat won it, Ahmed permadied. No. This is a
no.
fresh death. It
You
reset.
refreshed it.
Ah!
But you are 1 away.
Would you stop
Blones.
killing my critical character for the next campaign?
Blones, I need you to make me a death saving throw.
Nice.
You are up with 1 hit point, and you get 1 action.
How close are you to the sword?
Oh, that shit ain't gonna fly. It's just a sword. And I'm so... Wait a second. What is...
Capture D12.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like kind of sit up and... Fuck it. Oh, or nothing. Since Rosa's right there, I'm going to use my last... No, actually, I'm going to use a level 3 slot for Scorching Ray.
Okay.
I have 1 level 3, 1 level 2, 1 level 1. So
Okay, go.
Scorching Ray at level 3. So 4 rays at advantage. So first one, 25. Second
Yup.
one, 24. Third one, 23. Fourth one, 16.
Last one does not, but the 3 will.
Okay. So 1, 2. Oh, those are horrible rolls. So
There is still more damage.
17, 21 total fire damage.
Okay. He's still up, but looking badly burnt, bloodied. He is angry.
Let me. What is one quick thing? What is this? Oh, it's an action. Damn it. All right.
I'm like shaking. Just.
I want to. Oh crap! As I see he's still alive, and put my hand down and tuck my arms in and do like a fire roll on the ground. Just roll and it's straight away from Rosa. That way he kind of probably has to pick which one of us he wants to kill.
Wow.
And I'm just going to roll away so that one of us might have a chance.
Okay.
Of course, sacrifice the leader of the resistance.
No, not sacrifice. He might come for me because I just shot him. It's a choice. It's a personal preference on his part.
It is. Rosa?
It's my turn. So she's gonna pull out her rapier and dagger because she sees it earlier. I'm gonna think, okay, slashing at him.
Mm-hmm.
No one's near me.
Sorry, chat, just getting you the rolls back. I accidentally closed roll 20. There we go.
Is a 15 enough to kill him?
How do you want to do this?
I could cry. I'm so excited. Oh my god. So she's got like
kind of tears kind of flowing down her face, like, because she's just shaken. She's just so adamant about this ending. She wants him to feel justice for all those that he has sacrificed. So I want her to like pierce him with her rapier and then drive her dagger into his side and yank him out to try to like gush blood and just open the wound as much as she can.
And as you do so, his body kind of staggers back as he trips against the steps of the altar and falls onto the stone slab. The moon of the light no longer shining down on their favored son. As you feel the fatigue of the battle start to kind of wear you down. And things are quiet. When you hear a well, it seems like you need some help here from behind you.
Who's behind me?
You see a elderly human man dressed in clothing not from around here.
Nope. We got that. I'm gonna take the shears out and stab him in the face a few times on the way over to pick Carnal. Shears of death. And then I'm just gonna leave him in his eye socket. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm heading over to Karnoth. Before this guy like does something crazy to kill us or whatever.
Well, you can maybe I can maybe get you out of here.
Who are you?
I'm just a friendly passing wizard.
Does his voice happen to sound a bit like just a friendly passing wizard?
Yep.
Can you help us heal our friends? Can you help? I'm not so good at it. Standing over Karnoth, kind of trying to figure out what to do. Get him up.
Our friends need aid.
Yes.
Can you?
He grins. And he nods. And he claps his hands. And all of you disappear. To another place. A home. Cozy. You're bandaged up, healed. This wizard. Seems friendly enough. But he has some problems. He requires after you guys kind of get back to your feet. He says he requires a little bit of cleaning up to help deal with some pests that he has in his wardrobe. Whether you say yes or no, we'll have no idea yet.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
As somehow Ahmed had to end up in the wardrobe. In Wizard and Wardrobe. And with the adventure surviving the brutality of Athos, escaping and being victorious over the Sorcerer King, the Father of Life. That is where we're going to end our adventures, our Dark Sun one-shot wonders today.
I feel
Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking with us as we ran over time, because I looked at the clock and I was like, oh God, I didn't realize it was that late already.
I feel sick to my stomach. Like how intense that was. I was just like,
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that was so good. That
Right
was
up to the
so
edge.
good.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, man. Guys. Woo, boy. That was so good. Let's go around the cast and crew. This is the time to tell us where we can find you online. All that fun stuff, who you are, and finally, what was your favorite part of this one shot? We're gonna go backwards. So we're gonna start off with the great Haley. Hello.
I was typing and I didn't want to like. I was like, I gotta go fast, and because I was going fast, I was like messing up. I was like, ah. I had a lot of health. I had like half health, and I was like, I just know if he's gonna hit me, it's just gonna be over with like how well you were rolling. So it's like I could lose it all in one smack. So, boy, it's hot now in here. I'm like sweating because I'm like it was so intense. But hi, it's me, the great Haley, on all social medias: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah. Oh my god, was that such a good game. Like, I just was tense the entire time. And even though we had 2 rogues in the party, like we were 2 separate types of rogues, so it just like worked out so perfectly with everything. Even though, you know, you had 19 health for an assassin. So that wasn't great. But yeah, I stream. I'm a full-time variety streamer on the Great Haley channel. I stream Monday through Friday about 5 p.m. Central, so like an hour ago, but it's okay. I make do for D&D because it's fine. I would have been late either way. I make do for D&D because I love it so much. I get to meet amazing people, have great games and experiences. I'm always happy to be on this channel. I am a part of several games. Mondays, I'm on Unmade Gaming starting September 10th. We're going to be doing Tales from the Loop. So if you want some 80s themed chaos, come see me be the only girl in that one playing a love-stricken teenager or preteen. Thursdays, I'm not entirely sure when we're coming back. Right now we're on a little hiatus since we just ended Razor Coast, but 8 p.m. Central to 11 p.m. while we had Exploding Dice playing. I don't know yet, so just kind of keep an eye on that to see more adventures from us. And then on Saturdays, I'm on Pro Restarter 12 to 3 p.m. Central playing a Barbarian for the first time. So if you want to see me rage and be a drunk like I always am, that's the place to go. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I've linked your stuff in chat there. Definitely check out the Great Haley guys. Got an amazing stream over there, and every now and again, not very often, maybe just once, yeah, you might catch me playing some Overwatch with her.
Yeah, just one time so far.
Just one time so far, but I've seen you playing again, and I've been tempted.
You're always welcome, dude. We play pretty often lately. We'll have drunk nights, which you don't have to participate in, but it's just fun to be with everybody, not caring so much about winning and just having chaos. So
yeah, and I like that. I'm all about community, and you're nurturing a nice one. So thank you for that.
Next up, we have Other Doc. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for that game. That was so awesome. I think my favorite part was the oh crap moment when we got up to the top and saw the ritual he was doing. That was really chilling, and just the ability for me to just go all Brian Blessed on him basically at the end. I enjoyed that, and so that was a lot of fun. This was glorious, and playing with these folks has been really awesome. I've really enjoyed it. And also got to play Dark Sun for the first time ever, which I've been wanting to do for multiple decades. So thank you for making that come true. I am Jim Ryan. You can find me on Twitch and on Twitter at OtherDoc. I am a writer, podcaster, and now streamer. You can find my various audio projects, links to them, and other podcasts at jimyesthatjim.com. I'm the producer of the Cyphercast, which is about Mighty Cook Games stuff, and that's at cyphercast.net. And on Twitch, I am doing a number of things. I am. I've joined on Off the Table. I'm on Tuesday nights. I'm playing in their Urban Shadows campaign. We just started the first full play session yesterday, and it's been awesome. I get to play a cranky doctor who fixes up supernaturals, and that's been really cool. As for my channel, I have I somewhat since any folks last saw me on this channel, I have been somewhat inspired by what Kiana and Scraticus have been doing here, and I have started running RPG one shots on my channel, channel Otherdoc, which is at Otherdoc. So I do that on Sundays. I do various different RPGs, mostly indie RPGs. I'm this weekend I'm on hiatus. I'm going to be at Dragon Con, but then when I come back the following weekend, I do video games on Friday and Saturday mornings. On that Saturday, the 8th, we are premiering the first ever campaign that I'm having on that channel, which will be the Cold Ruins of Last Life. Which is a setting for Dungeon World, and that's being run by Matthias, who also appears a lot on Off the Table. So I'm really excited. I get to play an Undead Paladin. I really want to see how that's going to go. And that month, September, on Sundays, I'm going to start doing one-shots of In a Wicked Age, which is a sword and sorcery game by D. Vincent Baker. So please come forth and check that out if you are so inclined.
Thank you. Thank you for running more D&D out there. Anytime you want players, feel free to hit our Players Wanted chat in Discord, because we 100% support more people playing D&D. It's for everyone.
Hell yeah. Next up, got Stalwart Geek. Hello, Kyle.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for having me back. I really enjoy being able to be here for the to see how Ahmed's cycle ended up there, from the beginning of Dark Sun to the end. So very nice. Yeah, I had a great time. I don't know if there was a favorite moment or anything, but I did enjoy the shit rolls that Adam was rolling earlier with just, every acrobatics thing. Yeah, I'll just do that. Oh, they're all above 20, sure. Yeah, had a great time. Yeah, you can find me here sometimes when available, and also I run at Stalwart Initiative on Twitch. I DM over there a couple times a week, and my Discord group by the same name, Stalwart Initiative. And yeah, I just play RPGs when I can.
Yeah, and it's great. You've been here every single one-shot wonders. Every single one.
Every cycle. Yep.
Every cycle. Didn't get in the starting episode for this one, but still very much appreciated.
You got it.
Kyle was in the premiere of every one-shot wonders except this one.
That's right. It's the second one I got on this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. I guess it's me before I pass the reins of the channel back over to Adam. Hi everyone. I was your smiling DM today, Kiana. This was so good. The players were fantastic. Just buy into everything, taking risks. It was super fun. I think the whole battle was my favorite moment. Kind of just seeing how people reacted, did things. It's very rare that I get to play a very powerful enemy, and I homebrewed that as well. So testing it out, and I'm glad it went really well in terms of the balance, and just seeing you guys react to what if you had legendary action? How about she didn't?
How
that was
about
fun.
no?
That was fun. But yeah, you guys took them down, so that's always an epic moment and an epic way to end a month. Yeah, you guys can find me over on Twitter at KianaS. Best way to figure out what I'm doing, because I'm all over the internet playing role-playing games almost every day of the week. Especially with the new season coming up, I will be doing a lot more announcements as to what I am up to. But as for where I'm at on this channel, this upcoming Monday is the finale of City of Mist. So you can come see me play a really emotionally traumatized teenager who had no idea what's happening and is pretty confused about things. Coming to the channel is Lady Blackbird Adventures in the Wild Blue, a brand new series that I'm very, very excited to GM for. We have a really awesome cast that I'll be making an announcement about soon. But we're going to be doing some sci-fi, steampunk, swashbuckling fun, brand new onto the channel. And One Shot Wonders will be continuing in the fall season. September is a little bit of a tricky month just because of, some moving schedules. So we've only got 2 episodes. So we're going to do the Grand Game Show, the return of the crazy shenanigans that happened over there, where it's going to be a little more meat grindery, a little rougher. It's going to be a lot of lethal fun. And I'll be announcing as to what's coming up in spooky months of October as well as November. So definitely check out my Twitter there. And I'm super excited to see what's coming up next with One Shot Wonders, because you know what? This is my favorite part, is just being able to play with cool people from everywhere, because One Shot Wonders would not be nearly as wonderful without the community and without my players. So thank you everyone so much for a lovely month, and I can't wait to start off the new one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really. It's a lot
Thanks
of time.
so much.
Thanks.
It's been great.
Ahmed wakes up in a desert. He looks around, looking for these pests. He thought this was just a wardrobe. He is quickly approached by some people who wear similar garb to him, known also as the Assassins, and he finds home amongst them. Taking with him the magic stones, he spends many years learning their secrets. And he becomes a key figure in the community of the Assassins. He does not spend that time lonely. He ends up dating 2 women, one of whom he finds through the fire, and it turns out she is the desert itself, the spirit of the desert. And the other is an assassin some years before, who he ends up having a child with. In fact, he has a child with both of them. Over the years, Ahmed drops the name Ahmed. He becomes known as the Secret, as he takes the stones and hides them, spreading his fear of magic throughout the Assassins, and promoting their already founded hatred of the wizard outside. And that is how Fauja and Ahmed not only are both born into creation, but are also half brother and sisters.
So, epilogue prologue to this and to Wizard and Wardrobes.
I'm Scraticus. I am in absolute turmoil right now, so I'm going to consult my list, because my list will tell me what to do. First of all, I post my social links, says the list. In my social list, there is my Discord, my Twitter, and my YouTube. Discord is where the community is. I also punch mics there. Twitter is where you can come and send me a DM so that I can get you in a game much like this one. But we're having a break, so I'll let you know when the next games are very shortly. And YouTube is where I'm desperately behind on YouTube videos. I'll fix that next season, I promise. Next up, Patreon, says the list. Here is my Patreon links. You can support me there from as little as $1, and every dollar is very much appreciated. Merch, says the list. You can buy my merch on that website there. It looks like this with my logo on it, which is up there as well. And it is just the right size to fit a 3-hour one-shot. And if you want to see me prep a 3-hour one-shot, you can do so on Friday, but we'll get to that shortly. I've reached 2,000 followers on Twitter, 1,000 followers on Twitch, and I've been streaming as an affiliate for a year this month. And so, I am doing a series of giveaways, free, 1 per achievement. I changed the thing so I didn't have to type it so long and then forgot. I'm giving away these lovely rainbow dice. which I will ship to anywhere in the world. You guys can enter there. It's as simple as following, retweeting, following on Twitch, following on YouTube. So if you already do them things, hey, you've got some free entries waiting for you over there. Schedule. Tomorrow, we are doing some stuff for Raw D&D, aka Amber's birthday. I don't know what time the first one's going to be yet, because we planned this before I had 6 viewings tomorrow, which is why I'm in utter turmoil. And yes, that number's gone up since we've been streaming, guys. What I told was 4 viewings before the stream. I've got another 2 emails come through during the stream. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and then I've got another game later that evening, but that's at 8 p.m. EST, which is 1 a.m. our time, so I think I'm safe from having a viewing at that time. Thursday, no, that was Thursday. Friday is me doing my module prep. I'll do a module at 8 p.m. EST, and probably around 4 or 6 p.m. EST, I'll do the module prep, where you can see me prep a module. I'm not sure what level it is yet. What I do is I ask the guys what level they want, then I take an already published module, and I convert it for streaming. So it's not as though I'm creating the module from scratch. I am taking module material and converting it so that you can fit it into a 3-hour time slot and that it flows nicely. Saturday, Sunday, I'm moving house, you guys, so I'm going to be shipping stuff down to my beautiful wife. It also marks my 1-year anniversary having been married to Alice. So we're not going to be streaming this weekend. We're going to be going out and having a meal at a restaurant somewhere and doing husband and wifey things. Monday is the finale of Shadows in the Mist. Let's just say it sounds a lot like the Joker's in town. I don't think there's any mystery to this anymore. And Tuesday is actually the last stream of this season, with the finale of the Wizards and Wardrobes campaign. It's probably been our most successful campaign to date, and I'm very excited by the finale. This is a hint and not a spoiler. The players don't have plot armor. That's me. Because then I am off. I am off for the rest of the week. I am going to be moving house proper. There's not going to be any streams. I'm just going to be focusing on getting all the shit here, down there. And also, by the way, for the next 4 streams, I might drop the green screen. I might go back to the old seeing my room and stuff. And I might drop a load of other stuff too. And there might be boxes in the background. Heh! Still streaming. Love you guys. Then I'm off to Florida for a week, where check out Twitter and Twitch, because I may be streaming over on Tool School's channel. We may be streaming on this channel. I don't know. We're going to do some stuff together at times. Maybe we'll do some IRL streams. We'll walk around Florida together. It's my first time in America. It's pretty hype. And meeting Tool School's pretty hype as well. The D&D fitness god himself. We return on the 17th with our new season. We're doing 3 shows a week. 3 shows a day, 5 days a week. 3 of those are going to be viewer games. It'll be 12 brand new players, hopefully a week. If not brand new players, we'll bring in other players that are or are not permanent cast players that we've seen before. We're always focusing on improving people's D&D and bringing more people into the is it an esport yet? Into the sport. You guys, thank you so much for this. Sorry, I've rambled on a little bit. Today, I'm going to take us over to Madame Gandalf's channel. Does Madame Gandalf have an E in her name? What a strange time to question.
Yeah,
that.
it's
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For a second, I couldn't remember if it was French or not. Scrat, come to Maryland. In future, I'm doing this full time now, so I can call that a business expense. We're going over to Madame Gandalf's channel. Stick around for her raid reaction. It is a thing of legends. She does a full raid reaction. It's great. Bring the hype in with us. They're gonna spam us with her emotes. We need to just spam back with the Scrat hype emotes. If you don't have the Scrat hype emote, just spam Scrat hype messages. Something like that would do just fine. Do that a couple of times. Keep evoking emotions. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
Farewell!